Friends, fans, and fine folk, grab your dog biscuits and water bowls and come on down to Werewolves. Look at all these cool people. Hello, everybody. Hello, cool people.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? That's right. So you'll notice right at the very beginning of the stream, before we even jump into it, we are already at $2,736 raised out of 5,000. It is we are over halfway, and we've raised more money since the end of this morning's stream. So some people have donated off camera, which is very generous of them indeed. But it did ruin our 69 number, so we're going to have to go to the next one.
Damn it!
Sorry.
We will, yeah.
Come on, everybody!
So welcome in. If you did not manage to see any of this morning's stream, let me explain what's going on. I'm Robert Hartley. I am a full-time content creator for tabletop roleplay games. I have actually made my own tabletop roleplay game. It is a one-page pick-up-and-play game called Werewolves, because I love a pun. And it's about kids with a problem. Let me read you the tagline for it. The tagline on this one page says, "You and your friends are kids with a problem. You're all lycanthropes." That's about it. So that's the premise of the game. You all turn into canine beasts at most inopportune moments. Who are going to be my canine beasts today? Let me introduce some people. Sitting right next to me on the overlay, we've got Phoenix Cross from that you might know from One Hit Wonders coming up soon. But also you probably know her from Viva La Dirt League. Right next to Phoenix,
hello.
across the other side there is AJ Winters from Winter's Tales. Down that direction we have Dael Kingsmill from Monarch's Factory. And then over in that far corner, as far away from me as I could possibly get her, because she's so goddamn loud. And that's how microphones work. Ellen K. Graham from Roltercast. These fine folk
in
have
New Zealand, you're not safe from my
I'm not safe from anyone. I'm joined by these fine folk to try and raise money today for Auckland Puppy Rescue. You'll see these cute puppies rotating in the slideshow beneath me here. All money that is donated today can affect the actual game and the story that we're going to be playing, but also will go straight into the pockets of the people who need it most, which is the folk looking after dogs, rescuing them from horrible situations, rehoming them, desexing them, vaccinating them, microchipping them, all that good stuff, making sure that they are housed and looked after. We love them. It's a near and dear charity to my heart because it's where I got my puppy from back in the day. I got my Harvey from Auckland Puppy Rescue, and then when circumstances dictated that I was unfortunately unable to look after him anymore, they helped me to rehome him and find him a lovely new forever home, who I contacted today just because I was like, hey, just checking in, how you doing? And they sent me lots of photos, and they said their two little girls love to give him, that's like the first thing they do in the morning. They say, "Where's Harvey?" And they run down to give him kisses. So I'm very happy to hear that he's got a lovely forever home. And it's the fine folk at Auckland Puppy Rescue who do that. And it was through that process that I discovered how woefully underfunded they are for the amount of amazing work that they do. So I thought, you know what? Let's reach out to you amazing people, you generous people, and start earning them some money for Christmas. So, without further ado, how are you guys feeling? You nervous? You've never seen this game before. You've never played this game before. It's the first time ever playing it. So, shall we? Anything you'd like to say before we jump in?
I keep rolling Beagle off.
You've been practicing.
I have been practicing.
Practicing your rolls to try and get the best one. That's how rolling works.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm
super excited, and I love shelter dogs so much that God, he's not going to help out because he's
the one time that he's allowed and encouraged on stream.
Off frame. I'm pointing
There
in
he
the
is.
direction of my
There
dog
he is.
Bowser, and
Who's a good boy?
I'm just saying that if people want, they can maybe give him some treats during.
You
this
will notice
stream.
that for 75 New Zealand dollars, that you can feed Bowser a treat. That is one of the donations today that we didn't have this morning because obviously we had no Bowser this morning. But for $75 donations, you can force Ellen to give him a treat.
Yeah, and he is a beautiful shelter dog, so you know it's also very near and dear to me because who else would have this log? No one.
We
could have been on the streets if not for
I know it'd have been probably still finding treats. Let's be honest. So
he actually would be a menace.
for as little as $5, you can ask one of us to give us give us our finest back. our best impression of a back. For $10, you can add a puppy picture. Auckland Puppy Rescue have dozens and dozens of cute little puppy pictures, and we've got access to them. And if you give us $10, we'll add them to the rotating slideshow beneath me here. For $20, you can get one of us to give you a dog fact, which will definitely be a true fact and not an anecdote or a made-up nonsense factoid in the moment once we run out of facts. What else we got? For $30, you can add an NPC into the story. For $50, you can add an obstacle to the story. $75, you can feed Bowser a treat. Or $100, you can get us to force us to re-roll a plot device, a plot point, or a character element. So let's jump in, shall we? Let me refresh the donation goal so I know I'm sitting on the right amount. And let's jump into character creation. For setup for this game, you need a group of 3+ friends or people that you are willing to join you on camera.
Wow!
One of them must be willing to.
Wow!
I mean, I don't want to assume your relationship with me.
That is
I'm not
the
gonna...
only way that you make
We're
friends.
best friends.
Just by pointing at people and saying, "You're my friend
You're
now."
my friend now. That's how we did it as kids.
You're my friend now.
That's how we did it as kids. Nowadays, tying into today's theme, one good way to make friends is go to a dog park with a dog, and then you get chatting to the dog owners, and then you become friends with them.
Right.
So you need a group of 3+ friends, one of whom is willing to be the GM or guide mutt. You also need snacks because puppies are always hungry, obviously. And each person needs a D6. Have you all got your access to a 6-sided dice?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And then you roll your D6 a number of times to create your characters. So let's jump into it. I'll roll just to randomly select who we're going with first. That's going to be AJ. AJ, give me a D6 roll. This is going to determine what type of kid you are.
Okay. I am a rebellious kid.
You're a rebellious kid with a 5. All right. So firstly, you're just a kid, but what kind of kid are you, and what do you like anyway? And what mundane life problem is likely to throw a spanner in the works at you the most inopportune moment? So you're a rebellious kid. Let's go with Phoenix next. Give me a D6 roll.
All right. I am. Oh no, the funny kid.
You're the funny.
Now
you're
I
the funny kid.
Now I have to be funny.
Well, I shall draw attention to some part of the rules that says if you do not like the option that comes up, you can feel free to re-roll, or you can make up your own. So if you don't feel like being the funny kid, if that's not going to be an enjoyable time for you, you can absolutely re-roll it, or you can come up with your own tag.
To be the kid who tries to be funny.
Yeah.
Whether it's
You're going to be the tries too hard. You can be the tries too hard kid.
You just have to be funny for a kid. And let me tell you, I work with kids a lot, and their jokes suck.
That is true. No.
They don't know.
Octopus, banana.
They know the shape of a joke, but like what goes in the middle, complete nonsense. But you laugh anyway.
All right, odds or evens? We're going odds. Dael, give me a D6 roll. See what kind of kid you are.
Yee-hoo! I got sporty kid.
You're the sporty kid. All right, Dael, you happy with sporty
I've never
kid?
experienced that, so this
Why
is
do we see?
You're the jock.
Why do we
All
have
right.
like the sporty and the rebellious and the funny? Like, why are we cool?
Why?
we're a
Making
criminal
a
gang right
breakfast
now.
club.
Ellen, what you got?
Yeah. We all met in detention.
All right, I got a music kid.
You're the
which
music
is exactly what I was.
Yeah, there you go then. You've got enough to draw on. You're
yeah.
happy with your choices
I
of
was-
kid? Anybody
I
want
was
to
in the
mix them
jazz
up?
band. I don't want to impress anyone, but in high school
I'm
I
sorry
was
that-
very much in the jazz band.
Look, Ellen, I'm sorry that I didn't put clown kid on here, but all right.
dare you.
The next thing
What's
to
your
roll for
musical
is your
instrument?
yeah, true. What's your
And a saxophone.
saxophone?
Oh,
All right.
maybe if it's a kid, maybe it would be funny if I've got a massive one. So maybe it's funny if I do tuba. I just,
You got a
like,
tuba just for
oh,
just carrying
Tuba
around
kid.
I just like has to lug in the tuba every.
every
day.
single scene, just carrying a tuba around with you.
Take it on the bus with you.
All right,
It's
Dale,
three
we're
cool
starting with
kids
you
and
for
Ellen.
prized possession. Give me a D6 roll.
Yeehaw! Fairy wand,
Oh,
baby.
you got a fairy wand. So Dale's a sporty kid with a fairy wand. There you go.
Yikes!
All right, let's go with 1, 2, 3. That is AJ next. Give me a prized possession.
A wooden sword.
Wooden sword. All right, rebellious kid with a wooden
Nice.
sword. That can't go well.
Oh.
All right, odds and evens. That is evens. Ellen, we're going to you. What's your prized possession?
All right, it is another wooden sword.
Another wooden sword. You can choose to re-roll that if you like, if you want to be unique, or you just have to change what type of sword it is.
Yeah, I think it's fun if mine's like maybe like a pirate sword.
You're going to like a cutlass
or something. Yeah.
And AJ, what's your wooden sword look like?
Great sword.
A wooden great sword. And a wooden cutlass. I mean, those
You're
are...
both immediately more creative than me. I would have just been like, it's a stick I found.
It's a stick. Alright, Phoenix, give me a d6. What's your prized possession going to be?
My prized position is a tennis ball.
A tennis ball, alright. Cool.
Yeah, alright.
Are you happy with
Funny
that? You
kid
can
with a
re-roll it if
tennis
you want.
ball.
The funny kid with the tennis ball.
Is it funny if I throw it at people?
Sure, it might be.
Okay, there we go.
You might find
I'm
it
just
funny.
a bully.
You might
I
find it funny.
funny.
You're just really bad at handball. Really bad.
I just want
You
people
gotta
to be my
practice
friends,
every
but
day.
I keep throwing the ball at them instead. Okay,
All right. Very cool. So before we move on to the next section of your kid character creation, which is what mundane problem are you facing in your day-to-day life, I'll just pause this to say we already have 2 requests for barking. So let's get some let's get 2 backs. I'll go in fact I'll go D5 roll for this one because I'm included in this. So where's my D10s? There we are.
The hell is a D5?
It's a D10 halved. That's gonna be AJ. AJ, give me your best dog back. It was good enough that good enough that Mike cut it out.
Discord.
Yeah, Discord mics. There you go. You can imagine that it was amazing. And then who else we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1. That's me. Let's see if I can do this in a way that it'll actually make through the what do you call it? Gate. Is that good?
You beat the system.
Very good.
You beat
That was your request for backing. Thank you. And we also got a donation for a treat for Bowser. If you could give Bowser a treat, please. In the meantime, let's continue with character creation. Let's see if we can see him on camera getting a wee treat.
Can you see him?
We can.
Yeah.
Do I need to like lower it?
We can see his face.
That's a shake.
He's a cute boy.
Oh
Oh, he's such a cutie.
Good boy.
yeah.
What a love. What a love. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the donations there. All right, continuing then into the last part of the character creation for the kid section, and then we go into your werewolf section. Next section is, who's going to go first? Number 1, that is Phoenix. Give me a d6 roll for a mundane problem. Day-to-day
All right.
life.
4. Oh, it's my grandma's birthday.
Oh, it's your grandma's birthday. You're funny, you've got a tennis ball, but it's your grandma's birthday, which might end up being an obstacle for you. It basically gives me something to introduce if I feel like being a dick at any particular point. All right.
Okay.
That was a Phoenix again. That is Ellen this time. Ellen, give me a d6.
I'm meant to be grounded.
Oh, okay. So the music kid with the giant tuba and the wooden cutlass is meant to be grounded. Ooh,
Did we meet in detention?
And that's
maybe.
really rough because, like, no
Yeah.
matter where I go, I play the tuba.
Oh no.
All right, so I love that it's not the rebellious kid that was grounded. Also, Ellen, we've lost you. I don't know if you can still hear us, but we'll keep going with the character creation in the meantime if Ellen's internet comes back. AJ, you're up. What's your mundane life problem?
Oh, okay. 5.
5 is you're getting distracted by a crush.
Oh.
You're rebellious. You got a giant wooden greatsword, and you're distracted in your day-to-day life by a crush.
Oh boy.
Dael, what you got for me? What's your mundane problem?
Yeah. I have no money.
You're completely broke. All right, see, so that's something I can call and to be like, oh, you're gonna need to get into the cinema in order to do this next part of your quest, and then you got to find a way to get in because you got no money for it. All right, that is your child portion. But when you turn into a dog, which you do often, you can no longer speak and you act like a normal dog, which can be quite inconvenient for you. So how does your curse work? What triggers you to turn, and what causes you to turn back? we're going to go through the d6s and see what trigger turns you. So all 4 of you roll your d6 at once, and we'll re-roll any double ups.
Yeah.
And then just hold the number for me. Phoenix, you've got a 2. You are turned by the smell of bacon.
I am indeed. Ooh,
So you
okay.
smell bacon. You smell bacon. I might extend that into other food. Let's see. AJ, you are triggered by social anxiety. So you've got a crush, and you're triggered by social anxiety. I see how that working out well for me.
Oh,
Very good.
no.
Gives me plenty to play with. Dael, what you get? Oh, did we get a drop?
Yeah,
4.
we've lost Ella.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let me see if I
Ella-
can refix that up in a second. You get triggered by getting dirty.
I know, for a sporty kid. That's
For a spotty kid
no.
Anytime a spotty kid gets dirty, you get triggered.
Maybe you're an indoor sporty kid, like indoor basketball.
Does sweaty count as getting dirty? If you get
That's a
sweaty-
really good point.
Yeah.
No, sweaty does not count as dirty.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But sweaty to the point where you start stinking, maybe. I'll get you some checks after that.
Gotta hit the showers multiple times per day.
Yeah.
I legitimately
Bada boom, bada boom.
1,000 knocked out the laptop cord.
I told you!
That's right,
I told you it was!
Bowser.
I said it was Bowser. I said it was gonna be
Wait,
Bowser that did it. And it was.
Yeah.
Well done, Bowser.
No,
You see,
my
you see,
bad.
this is
My
why we
bad.
need to donate to Auckland Puppy Rescue
Bowser.
so that we can rehouse Bowser.
So he can go to a better, fancier house with better cable management.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
So currently we have AJ Winters over in the corner there. AJ Winters is playing a rebellious kid with a giant wooden sword and a crush. And they also turn into a werewolf anytime they feel too much social anxiety. Phoenix, right next to me here, Phoenix Cross, is playing the funny kid who has a tennis ball, and it is their grandma's birthday. And they turn into a dog anytime they smell bacon. Daily Dael down there, Dael Kingsmill, is playing the sporty kid with a fairy wand who has no money. And how do you turn, Dael? You said a 4, right? And that was getting dirty.
If I
Yes.
get dirty.
So if you get dirty, you turn into a dog. I love that. And Ellen, you cut out, so we'll jump back in.
Yeah.
Ellen in the corner there is playing the music kid who plays the tuba, carries a small wooden sword, and is meant to be grounded.
Meant to be grounded, you guys. And the trigger that turns me is loud noise.
loud noises.
Play the
Couldn't have been a better person for it.
The girls from H2O Just Add Water thought they had it hard.
I know. Literally, they should
Yeah.
just stop going to the beach. But here I am, loving tuba.
There you go. A tuba player music kid who turns into a dog with loud noises.
I just can't give it up. It's my favorite thing.
Just turns up to music practice by the timpani drums, just sits next to them but has the earplugs in and the noise cancelling headphones on.
This is why you were grounded, because you keep telling your parents you're going to band practice every day. But from the band's perspective, you never show up. It's just a
Just
dog.
turn into a dog every time he gets close.
It's a dog, but they don't believe me.
I love it. All right,
keeps
let's find
screwing
out.
me away.
Let's find out what kind of a dog you all turn into. In fact, I'll roll it roll at once. It'll speed things up. Give me a
Right.
d6 roll, everybody. We'll re-roll any double ups.
Oh, husky.
Okay, so we got a 3 for Dael, which would be a Rottweiler. So you're going to be a Rottweiler, which has the protective tag. So if ever you're in a situation where you feel like being protective is the appropriate way out of things, then you can actually roll twice and take the better of the 2 dice. Phoenix, you got a 6 for Husky. That gives you the energetic tag. So again, anytime that being energetic is useful, you can roll twice to take the better of the 2 numbers. AJ, what you get?
Wait.
You got a 1. You got the Chihuahua, baby! You got the Chihuahua!
I'm prepared for
There
this.
was an agreement.
You got the Chihuahua. There it is. You got the Chihuahua. All right, so Chihuahua gives you the small tag, of course. And then Ellen, what you got?
I rolled a 2.
You got the 2. So you got the Great Dane.
So I am
A great
large.
day with
Alright.
a tuba.
The Great Dane gets the large tag. Is everybody happy with those? You can change them up if you want. This morning's stream, we did have somebody swap theirs out for a corgi and chose to have the tag Bootylicious.
Hell yeah.
So they got to roll with advantage anytime they were in a situation where being Bootylicious was helpful. Cool. If you're all happy with those, then let me write those down while you roll me a d6 to decide how you turn back.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, 1.
That's
Rolling in
the-
smelly stuff.
I also
Nice.
got a
Reroll
1
dice.
rolling in.
Oh, okay. This is something that I wanted to come up, so I'm going to take that for you, Dale, and make Phoenix reroll because you turn when you get dirty, but you also turn back when you roll in smelly things, and so I really want to see how that plays out.
Well, something can be smelly without being dirty.
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought when I was raising this. I think I was talking
Let
to
you
Fancy,
loose in
and
a
she was like,
lush.
"You have to roll in like bubble bath to like clean off,
Yeah.
but it also smells good."
Oh, right. My reroll, I got 2.
You got a 2, so you turn back when you receive praise. So who's
When
a
I
good
do,
girl?
okay. When I'm
There
a
you
good
go.
little husky.
All right, husky and praise turns you back. Who else we got? We got Dael was Rottweiler, and rolling in smelly things turns you back. Ellen, you were Great Dane. That's right. So you were Dane, and you did we get a turn back for you yet?
By eating my fill.
Okay, so you got to eat a lot of food, which for a Great Dane is a lot of food.
My goodness, yeah.
Also, do dogs ever eat their fill? They're never full.
They never
just
stop
keep
eating.
eating.
Right, you have to
Ever
stop
seen
them.
a dog stop of its own volition?
Yeah.
And AJ, did we get yours yet? What did you turn back with?
I rolled a 6. I get chin scritches,
Ah, cute.
Chin scritches to
which
the
helps
chihuahua.
with the
Chihuahua.
crush and the social anxiety. I feel because I'm also a shaking little tiny dog that needs
Shaking
to be
social
loved. So
Social
Yeah.
anxiety around your crush. I think this is going to be a lot of turning into dogs, it seems. All right, let's have a look. See, we just to catch up with the donations. Then let me update this one. Hey, look at that! We've hit $1,000, which means that we've unlocked the next donation goal as well. So we have 1 dog fact. Let's roll to see who's going to give us a dog fact. That is going to be 1, 2, 3. AJ, sorry, it's straight on you. Give me a fact about dogs.
Hit you with a dog
oh, they're when they're puppies and their paws are really big, it determines how big they're gonna get.
Okay,
I
that's
think.
good.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
You can get a decent indicator of how big a dog's going to be, full adult dog, by how big their puppies are, how big their paws are when they're puppies. That is a dog fact. Well done. All right. Oh shit, we've already had a reroll character element or plot point. So odds and evens. Okay, we will reroll that when it becomes appropriate. Let me just make a note down for it. And then which one are we going to?
I no longer love the tuba.
Okay.
You were never a music kid.
I love what's a bigger instrument.
All right. So we will give it time to
Drums.
actually. We'll give it time to use that character element, and then we will re-roll it midway for a bit of a mix-up. We've also got a bark who's going to give us a bark this time. That is going to be Dael. Give me your best bark.
Ooh, I would love a little direction. Am I a big dog, a small dog?
I think.
Where-
What did you get? Rottweiler. You got to give a Rottweiler bark.
Okay, gotta give a Rottweiler. I'm transporting myself back to childhood when I had to walk past that house with the 2 Rottweilers to get home from the bus stop. Okay, they were very scary, but they were actually friendly. They just seemed scary. Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
Really good.
That was
That's
very
good.
good.
Rottweiler as well. Yeah, very good.
Yes.
Impressive. Check out these
I like
cute
to
puppies
like
that are
with
coming up on the
specifics.
pictures.
Now,
Cute
if you can
puppies.
just drool sporadically, that would really add to the whole.
Sweet. We've not even rolled up what the plot of today's session is going to be, and people have already donated for an obstacle towards you guys. So, so they're really gunning for you. All right.
They want us to suffer.
Speaking of plot, then, so we're going to go down the line, and there are 4 things to roll. Starting with Phoenix, give me a d6 roll. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do as a group roll in the following tables to find out the plot of the story?
Oops, I am trying to 1 infiltrate.
Okay, you're trying to infiltrate a what, AJ?
Ooh, okay. Infiltrate. School.
You're trying to infiltrate a school. Okay, let me write this down. You're trying to infiltrate a school. Why are you trying to infiltrate a school, Dael?
Because I think my friend is there.
Okay, you're trying to infiltrate a school because you think your friend is there. So whether your friend is being held hostage there or not, that's up to you guys to decide. But let me write this down.
Is it the crush?
They
Yeah,
just
maybe.
pretend-
It might be, yeah.
pretend that's cool.
Okay. And that is as a group as well. That is like your group friend. And then I will roll the d6 for the final one because this is for GM's eyes only.
Oh.
Because it says, however, the people there are all redacted.
And we don't know.
You don't know what the twist is going to be. But the people at this school are all something. Okay.
What if it is the crush and it's just like you were pen pals and you developed a crush and we think we found what school they go to?
And you think it could be that.
That's
and you'd
very cute.
And then that could genuinely be it. It doesn't
that.
have to be anything more nefarious than that. And then the rebellious kid with the wooden sword is like, I'm too nervous to actually like go into the school and just ask for them. So you're trying to infiltrate the school. You're trying to just like pretend like you go to the school.
Get in my tuba.
Get in my tuba. Okay, so how does this game actually work? It's pretty simple. As your form is constantly changing, so is your chance of success. Each time you attempt to do something tricky or risky, the GM asks you for a check, and everyone has their own success number. It all starts at a 1 for all of you, and then every time that you succeed, it goes up. Every time you fail, it goes down. So it's constantly getting less likely to succeed if you have a string of successes, and then more likely to succeed if you have a string of failures. So it's a self-balancing system. If you ever roll your success number directly, it is a critical success and your number doesn't change. So you can start on a 1 and then just keep rolling 1s the whole time and never get anything other than critical successes, as we saw this morning with Sarah Moore. She rolled so many 1s. At one point I asked her to roll twice and take the worst of the 2 numbers, and she rolled 2 1s. So she was just staying on critical success for the whole thing, which was fantastic. All right, so keep track of your own success numbers and as it shifts up and down. I think that's pretty much us with the story. Now let me add on a couple extra things that have been redeemed outside of what is normal for the one page. We've also got a couple extra things from the donations. I have gotten two. Let's see, 1, 2. 2 of you have now gotten to a dog toy. Dog toy is a kind of an invented thing for this game, which is kind of like a magic item. So let's see who's going to get them. So we're going to go with Phoenix and Ellen. Phoenix and Ellen, you're going to get a dog toy magic item. So each of you give me a D6 to determine what kind of a dog toy it is. A 2, that is going to be a con.
Oh, I also got 2, but I'll re-roll.
You can re-roll for that, yeah.
6.
6 is going to be a stick. So some sort of a lovely stick and a Kong. Nice. We can work together now as the 5 of us. What is the magic of those things? What do they do? What does the magic Kong do?
Well, I mean, I'm not sponsored by Kong, but aren't they indestructible?
They're meant to be.
Isn't that their whole selling point? So I think it's like no matter what, like nothing will destroy this Kong.
So it isn't actually like magically indestructible thing.
Fireproof,
it could be in a nuclear bomb.
Bulletproof.
Love it. Okay, so you've got a magically indestructible Kong. I love it. Because I can tell you, having had Harvey, who was like Staffy Rottweiler Bulldog Mutt cross. Those things that say indestructible, no matter how many times they say they have it on the back of the packet, like, oh, this is a level 10 scale, whatever, indestructible, this is the strongest one. You take it home, within a week it's gone. Phoenix, what about your magic stick? What do you reckon?
Okay, so can we speak human when we are in our dog form?
No.
So I was thinking maybe it could be like a talking stick. You know how people, like, you have to hold you hold the stick in your mouth as a dog,
it's the talking
you talk.
stick. I love it. So it gives you the
You
power
have
to
to
talk
hold
when
it
you
in
are
your
in
mouth.
Yeah, you have
You
to hold it.
you have to talk with it in your mouth.
mouth.
So it gives you the magic ability to talk when you have a talking stick in your mouth. I love that.
That's such a good magic item.
So alternating with the dog toys is dog powers, which is similar but different. I'm going to see who's getting a dog power out of AJ or Dael. That's going to be AJ. Give me a D6 roll.
Dog power 3.
3. Okay, so when you are in your dog form, you now have the ability, along with everything that comes with being a Chihuahua, but now you have super dig. So you are super quick at digging. You can dig through things that you maybe wouldn't normally be able to. That is an extra additional power that you unlocked by reaching the 2,700 donation mark. Then we unlocked a dog toy at 2,900. Then if we get to 3,100, one of the other people also get a dog power. And then every $200 donation, we go back and forth between dog toys and dog powers until everybody's got them. I will also tell you that we've just unlocked at 3,000. We've just unlocked another goal, which was I will run this Werewolves one-shot as a Twitch Tales with my chat at some point. For those who don't know, Twitch Tales is my interactive game where it's only me and you guys in the chat. and you are hive mind controlling the actions of the main character. So at some point in the future, because we reached $3,000 today, I'm going to run this game as a Twitch Tales game. And because we also reached 3,000, I will now reveal what the final donation is at 5,000. If we manage to get all the way to $5,000, I will write a sequel to this game. I will write another one-page RPG, which is going to be a sequel to this game, and it will have some sort of ridiculous pun as the title. I'm thinking something like Vampire Umpires, but like vampires, something, or like mummies, like mummies who are mummies, and they have to deal with like their daily life of being mummies, but also they're mummies. Something stupid and ridiculous, but I'll come up with something if we reach $5,000. So that's your
upset tummies. They could be
vampires. Vampires is good. Like just
always on the
just
edge waiting to throw up.
Vampires who are just like grossed out by the concept of blood, like the taste of blood, just like every time they drink, they're just like. Vampires is good. I might do vampires.
That's pretty funny.
Wow. All right. Enough ado, Jesus. All right, thank you very much for all your donations coming in, people. Let me just refresh it one more time to make sure we're up to date. We have got $3,171. There you go. Which means that we get another dog power, and then this should be good to go. Who is getting the dog power? It's Dael. Dael, give me a D6.
It's me. 6.
So when you are when you're in your dog form, you get zoomies, which means you got super speed. So,
hell yeah!
So you got super speed. Super speed Rottweiler. Okay.
You get ready. I'm gonna zoom so much.
All right. So
Rottweiler as well.
Let's begin. So you are trying to infiltrate a school because your friend is there. What do we think is going on there? Is it what we were saying? Like you've got a pen pal and you're not sure which school they go to, or do you think your friend has been kidnapped, or has your friend moved schools and you're trying to work out which school they moved to?
Yeah, I like
They're
that.
at a fancy prep school.
Okay,
but we didn't pay attention to which school they said. It was just like Saint.
Saint something, some pretentious.
None
thing.
of us can remember which school they moved.
So give me. So what's your friend's name? It was a pretty tight knit group of 5, and then one of them buggered off to a prep school. Who buggered off?
Robert Hartley.
I'll go with Bert. All right, Bert. Bert has relocated to some Saint Something's school, and you guys are trying to infiltrate the schools around the area to try and find which school Bert is at. You've narrowed it down to a couple of different Saint Somethings, and you're like, it's got to be one of these 2 or 3. Okay, give me.
The only course of action we could.
It was the only possible way.
only way
we can do. Steal school uniforms and become fake prep school kids.
Give me give me your names. Has anybody come up with a name for your character yet?
Oh, okay, wait.
I don't want to explain why, but I happen to have a notebook in front of me that's full of literally hundreds of random names, and I picked Betsy. From that list of names.
All right, so we've
yeah,
got
I
Betsy
want to
the
go with
Squatty
like a name that is also like a dog, or like that you hear a lot of dogs.
Sure.
Called. I feel like I've heard of a lot of Lilas recently at the dog
Lila.
park.
Okay, so Lila the music kid.
Anyone else hearing that? Their dog parks, or is it South Australian only?
Not personally. What you got for me, AJ or Phoenix?
I need more time to think.
I'm gonna go with Josie, and in dog form, Jojo.
Josie / Jojo.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
How was that for extra time, Phoenix? Was that the extra time you needed? That extra 7 seconds?
That was amazing. Yeah, perfect.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
It's like when the guy at the restaurant's like, "Have you ready to order?" And the guy with one of them's like, "Oh, just start with you, and it'll give me time." And then it's like, "I'll have the cheesecake." There you go. Now it's back to you. Did you gain anything from that amount of time?
I am gonna be. Can I be Appa? I just saw my little Appa in the background.
Appa.
Yeah.
So you're Appa both in and out of your dog form?
Oh, my out
Can
of
be.
dog form is
Maybe it's a nickname.
Jarappa.
Jarappa? Is that what you're
go
with
with
Jarappa? Are we going with Jarappa?
Like Harper, an actual name.
Oh yeah, Harper's better.
No, Jarappa is what it is. Jarappa, I'm going to lock you into Jarappa.
Okay.
Jarappa, aka Appa. And people ask you, "Oh, is that short for Harper?" And you're like, "No, Jarappa."
Yeah, it's just.
Don't ask me. My parents
Jarappa.
hated me.
That's
why you're the funny kid. Okay, so we zoom in. Let's see. I think it's like I think you've heard. Here we go. So you've heard that there's. Let's give me a chat. Give me 3 school names. We've got Saint Bernard. I saw, which was very funny. So there's a school called Saint Bernard. Which are the other 2 schools that they think it might be? One of these 2: Saint Bernard, Saint something, and Saint something else. Somebody in chat, give me some saints. Saint Albans. There we go. So we got Saint Bernard, Saint Albans,
Saint Nick.
Saint Nick. Saint Dominic. There we go. All right, Saint Albans, Saint Bernard, and Saint Dominic. You've narrowed it down to one of those. And what you've discovered is there is a sports day tournament of some sort. I'm going to be really good with sports terms because I was totally the sports kid and know all about sport ball. So there's some sort of sports tournaments happen between these prep schools, and they're down to like the last ones. And you know what? Because it's a semi-final, let's go with one more. St. Helens. There we go. St. Helens as well. So those 4 schools, St. Bernard, St. Albans, St. Dominic, and St. Helens, they're all going to be at the same location. They're at St. Bernard's, let's say. And it's an after-school thing, which is why you're meant to be grounded, and it's going to be a problem for you. And so you're sneaking into the school. You're trying to infiltrate this school in order to attend this event and try and work out if your friend is amongst the crowd or the people watching. That's the setup. So what do you think you've done in the sort of preparation for this infiltration mission? Let's jump back in like a diddly-doo into your preparation stage as you're all in somebody's. Is it like you're in a basement or a treehouse or something? Where would you get together to plan this infiltration?
Oh, treehouse for sure.
Yeah, treehouse.
Who's got the treehouse?
Rebellious kid. What's rebellious kid's name again?
Josie.
Josie. I need to write
Josie,
that.
we're in your treehouse in the back in your back garden.
I feel like Josie is rebellious for no reason. Her parents are so lovely and always there for everything, and so she's trying to be cool. You know, those kids are like, yeah, my parents suck, but then both her parents are really, really lovely, and they give her everything, and therefore she has a really lovely treehouse in the back.
They keep interrupting us to like bring more snacks.
Yeah.
You guys need some lemonade. Like...
No, Mum.
It's so cool how this treehouse doesn't abide by the proper OC health and safety regulations. I think that's cool.
It's super cool.
Wow, you're so rebellious.
And also, in other news, does anyone have some tweezers to help me with a splinter? It's really big.
Who's got the who reckons would have access to being able to get 3 splinters out? Who's got the good dexterity?
It's on my cord hand.
Sporty kid with the health,
it's gotta be me. I'm carrying around a first aid kit. And it's also just stuffed full of like wet wipes.
Yeah, alcohol wipes.
Disinfectant wet wipes.
So, first aid kid with the sporty kid with the aversion to getting dirty. Give me a check to see if you can help your friend out.
That's a 4 versus my 1.
4 is a success, so your success number goes up to a 2. It is now possible for you to fail. Okay, right, let me write down a couple of NPCs that have been redeemed. Okay, that's
Thanks,
great.
Betsy. It was a really big one, and if I can't play tuba, what am I worth?
Okay, one day we're gonna unpack that.
Unpack what?
Today is not that day.
Say we've got a different mission. We really got to focus on.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like Josie went and stole a school uniform or a sports uniform from each of these schools. Like maybe each school has a different color. And when I say stole, because she's a rebellious kid, actually her parents bought her 4 sets of each school uniform for her and her friends for the rebellion, obviously.
Okay, give me a check to see if you were able to convince your parents to buy you these things.
Sure. That is a 2.
A 2 is a success. Your success number goes up to a 2 now. Okay, you managed to convince your parents to buy you costumes. So 4 sets of 4 different schools. And what did you tell your parents as to why you needed them?
It's for the rebellion.
The rebellion.
Yeah, we're fighting for better education for kids against these schools. And don't ask what questions, Mom. Be cool.
Okay, sweetheart. No worries. You have fun.
Thanks, Mom. I love you.
You have fun. I'll make you cookies if you want cookies later. And then you.
That would be really nice. Okay, cool.
So you're in the treehouse. You've got your uniforms ready for the infiltration. What else did you guys do in preparation? What did you discuss at this
there's
meeting?
a big jazz band convention with all of the high schools, and so I made friends with all of the band kids from the other schools, hoping that like they would let me know, because usually like when you do band, there's kind of like a back entrance, or like because you have to stay later after school, that you can just kind of like wander into the school grounds a bit later. So I'm hoping that they've told me like where those secret kind of entrances are for extra band practice, so we could jam together.
Okay,
Nice.
give me a check to see how well you did convincing and becoming friends with these folk.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay, that is a success. Your success number goes up by 1. Phoenix, I need what you're doing for the rebellion, but also I need a bark from you.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm a husky, right? Huskies aren't really bad.
Husky bark. Yeah, more like a.
They're like howl.
Yeah, they howl.
It's not bad. That's a pretty.
Very good husky wine.
Thank you.
5 gold stars.
No notes.
Thank you so much.
Love it.
Okay.
All right. Then what did you do to prep for your infiltration?
Yeah, so it's my grandma's birthday. I was wondering, can she be like a high, like, what do they call? Not HOA, board of trustees or whatever in schools. You know, you have the board, and maybe she's like head of the board. And I lie to her and say like, oh, I'll come visit you for your birthday, but I just need you to get like a pass and 3 others for my friends. So we can like, I don't know, VIP around the place.
So you're asking. So you're asking. So in return for me coming to visit you on your birthday, I need you to get me and my friends.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, sure. Yeah,
and then I like laugh jovially. You know, I'm just a funny kid, Grandma.
Okay, I will say.
Is it like the bus passes?
Give me the give me a check to see if you succeed. Obviously, you can't fail in this first one.
4.
A 4 is a success. Your success number goes up by 1, and then you do succeed in getting some basically like hall passes that are just to say like you're meant to be at the school because you're visiting for this, and it's for this evening only, and it is only for this evening while the sports tournament's going on. Okay, cool. So you're like, it has to be tonight. This is the like it's now or never kind of thing. They're all in one place. We can find if our friend's there or not. Our friend Bert. I'm going to throw that obstacle in immediately. At this point, at this point, Ellen, your Leela, she gets a text on the phone. None of you have got smartphones because your parents are very responsible. They've given you phones so that they can contact you, know where you are, but they're flip phones or something. They're keeping off the internet, social media. But you get a text saying, "Excuse me, miss, where are you?" Did you think I was joking when I meant grounded? And you know that your parents have now realised you're not home and they're pissed. That's going to be the obstacle of like, what are you going to do about that? Because they're probably going to start calling around your friends' parents, and it's not only going to be a matter of time before they call here and speak to Josie's very overbearing, terrible parents.
Yeah. Guys, we can't find out.
We got big problems, big, huge problems. I'm actually grounded. I'm meant to be grounded. And now my parents know. What are we going to do?
We can only do this tonight. How long do you think it'd be before they could find you?
I don't know, like, I just really don't want to be in trouble because they said I couldn't do band anymore.
No, don't even worry about it, because Josie told me that actually lying is fine and good. So you should lie to your parents.
Yeah. Well, what's the lie, though, that's going to be okay with me being out? Can one of you be in the hospital? I feel like that's the only thing. What?
We're studying, clearly.
Studying.
At
Yeah.
the hospital.
Test.
At the hospital.
Where one of us is with
Child.
Diphtheria.
a child with diphtheria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I fire
Give me
that
a-
bad boy off to my parents.
Is that a Game Boy?
Yeah.
Have you got an actual Game Boy? Like an old, like proper...
An original Game Boy?
It's just a nightlight.
Oh, okay. That was an original Game Boy that you just casually had. I was like, that's impressive.
I'm never without my Game Boy.
Okay, Ellen, give me a D6 roll, a check essentially to see how well you can do at lying to your parents. See if you can buy yourself
Oh
some
my
time.
god,
Here.
I'm so stressed out. 5. We're good.
Okay, that is a success. Your success number goes up by 1. You managed to buy yourself enough time with a convincing enough lie that they're gonna be like, maybe there's some truth to that. Let's start asking around or something. But also, your parents are probably very busy with other things.
My parents are really dumb.
Maybe they're just really dumb. Okay, so as you're starting to wrap up the decision to like this is the plan. This is what we got to do. Dael, what you got for me? What did you do to prepare your plan?
You know, I think I did whatever the opposite of what Lila did is. You know, like, you were schmoozing, making friends with all of the band kids. I was making rivals on the other sports teams. I was like, you and me, we're going to throw down. But as part of that, I think that I was making, like, mapping analytical sort of data about a bunch of these kids from the other schools because I want to know what their weaknesses are. I want to know who their closest friends are. I want to know what to target so I can win.
It's like you're moneyballing. It's just like a data analysis of every win and every goal that anybody's ever scored and any of this. Give me a check, see how well you did.
The nerdiest jock to ever jock. You failed.
Did you fail? Did you get a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Okay, perfect.
Many
First
enemies.
fail. So while you were out and about trying to make friends, trying to make enemies rather, and trying to do all of this data analysis, you definitely tried to sneak into some sort of sports field to watch them practicing at one of the schools to try and like see what strategies and tactics they're using, try and see who's the team captain and stuff. And you slipped and fell over the fence and fell into some dirt. And then immediately turned into a Rottweiler. And just, what does it look like when you transform?
And the Rottweiler ate the book that I was keeping any other previous notes in. Just immediately tore it apart.
God, ate my homework. Yeah.
What's your what does it look like? Because this is still technically like flashback in preparation for the infiltration.
It really is like Herculean, like built like sideways more than up and down. Like,
just out.
That's so funny.
So we see in this flashback that Betsy turns into a Rottweiler, and then you ruined all of your preparation for the particular task here. But how did you turn back that night? This was a couple nights ago, let's say. How did you end up turning back?
Oh, I have to roll in something smelly.
Roll in something smelly, but not get dirty.
Oh. Okay, well, if I was at the school sports field for one of the rival things, and they're fancy prep schools, so they all had their sports uniforms that they were all sort of training in, and then chuck them in their laundry hamper that's at the school to get laundered, and I, at some point in the night, bust into there and just like rolling all around in the sweaty socks and jerseys.
Nice. Yeah, because sweaty, smelly, but not dirty. So yes, you roll around in the sweaty hamper of socks and jerseys, and eventually turn back into yourself as a kid. And then you're in a different situation of like, well, now I'm a kid rolling in sweaty socks. can't get caught doing this because high school's hard enough as it is. All right, let's see. Is that another back?
At least you were in the laundry. You could get the clothes again. Did we keep the clothes? Were we transformed?
Yeah, or is that a whole
magical?
Okay.
Right?
You guys are
children.
kids, so we're not turning
turning
you into a Hulkin situation here.
It just goes in. Got it.
Ellen, give me a back.
Okay. I'll see if this is gonna stay on the mic because I feel like you just need a big booming one, right?
That's good. We're hearing the start and end of it. It's like you're being censored.
Okay.
It's like you're being bleeped, which was good.
Yeah,
we got the
I'm being silenced.
That was
We've been
really
censored,
good.
man.
really swearing a lot.
That was a good one. All right.
Great Danes are always
So,
swearing.
Dael, thankfully, when I rolled a d4 to see which of you is going to change up your character stat, and then I rolled a d6 to see which stat you change up, it was the how do you change back. And I was waiting to see at least one instance of you turning dirty and then having to roll into smelly things. But luckily, because somebody forced us to reroll an element, it was how do you turn back. So after you reroll after you roll in smelly socks, you find it's getting harder to turn back that way. There's a different trigger that's starting to evolve as you're going through these changes that we go through at this period of our time of our life. Give me another d6 roll and we'll see how you change back.
All right. Eating your fill.
Eating your fill. So you are also changed back by eating food now. So you are now back to You are now
similarly
no longer
a
changing
large
backwards.
dog.
A large dog, a Rottweiler,
Two large
has to eat
dogs.
its fig.
Oh my
Eat its
god.
fill. All right.
The two
Rottweilers.
big dogs have to eat their fill. That's gonna be.
Well,
Be here for a
I
while.
just realized we're 3 big dogs and a chihuahua.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! And the
And
chihuahuas
I'm
in
the
the
rebel
lead.
leader.
Yeah.
And you're the
I
rebel.
was gonna
I
say,
mean,
the chihuahua's got to be the alpha.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know anything about the small dog syndrome, they've got real complex, haven't they? So, speaking of eating your fill, at this point, AJ, your mum comes out. What's her name?
Caroline.
Caroline comes out and she calls up to the treehouse. How you doing? How you guys doing up there? I've made you some food.
I could go for some food.
Do you want some food? I've cooked you
hungry?
bacon.
No! I knew it! I was like, what's it smell like?
It smells
We're-
like bacon. Phoenix, give me
we're
a
in
check
a
to see if it's
meeting.
a pretty strong smell or not.
4, and my success is 2 at the moment.
That is a success. You manage to like you smell the first whiffs of it and you block your nose. You know it's coming, so you stop it from hitting you too bad. You can feel the hair starting to prickle, but you manage to avoid it. Your success number goes up by 1 though.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Cool.
she brings out some bacon and some eggs and some food for you guys to eat to fill you up before you go, or you can chuck it in your pockets to have
Yeah, I would love some pocket eggs.
pocket eggs. Don't we all?
My
Sadly,
favorite.
this isn't too far off to how I lived high school.
Music, grounded, wooden sword, pocket eggs.
Pocket eggs. That's
Scared of loud
that's
noises.
experience.
Okay, so you've got some pocket eggs, some pocket bacon. You've eaten a little bit of snacks, and you
Yeah.
realise it's time to go. How are you going to get to this school?
Oh no.
Do you have a car?
band
No,
practice
you're
at,
kids.
Do,
How are you
do
getting
we
around?
have scooters? Are we cool scooter kids?
Scooters.
Maybe.
Can we,
Do I have Heelys?
you could have Heelys if you want.
Please,
Give
God,
me-
Can we
give
roll
me-
on our Heelys?
Give me.
Can we roll for Heelys?
So yes, one. Let's say. Everybody roll. This is going to be a group thing. As long as you get 2 successes, then I will allow you all to have scooters or Heelys.
Fail.
Oh, 5.
No
Fail, a
Heelys.
success. A success.
Also 5.
And a fail or success? That's a success, isn't it, Dael?
It's a
'Cause you-
success.
Okay, so that was 3 successes and 1 fail. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
correct.
yes, you managed to get some
Heelys.
mode of transport between you. Your success scores individually do still get affected by that group check, so up or down as appropriate.
We're wolves on wheels.
Are you going with Heelys? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wheelie
yeah.
wolves.
I love the
Isn't
Heelys.
that
But
Isn't that
because
just
I failed,
walking?
can I just piggyback on someone?
Heelys
I'm,
are faster
I'm
than
gonna
walking,
have
though.
a razor scooter.
You got a
You
razor
can
scooter.
ride
I'm
on
gonna
my
have a
scooter.
scooter.
We
I'm
can,
a
scooter.
yeah.
You
Keep
can
in
have
mind,
whatever
I
mode
have
of personal
Uber.
transport that you need.
Wait, can we have like jump rope that we pull the 2 Healy kids on our scooter?
Make
Yes.
a little chariot.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Oh,
I
Also,
love that.
exclamation mark, enter in chat. There is a giveaway happening at the moment for some of the werewolf merch. If you want some of the werewolf merch, exclamation mark, enter for free, and it's going to us as a charity as well. So, who's on the Heelys? Who's on the scooters?
Heelys.
Heelys for you.
as a tuba owner, I feel like I have to be on the scooter.
AJ, I'll let you decide whether you want Heelys or scooter.
I'll do the Heelys,
Okay.
because you wanted a scooter.
And so it's
and we can
Dael
just
and
hold
Ellen.
on.
It's Betsy and Lila on scooters. Cool. So
Ellen
you guys-
stole my scooter because she
you
needs
guys-
her tuba to have
You
the
guys,
platform.
I think I'm going really fast.
you think you're going really fast. You're going slower than walking because
Oh,
you're
don't we have
dragging.
Sumis?
You're dragging two people on.
Only when she's a
Oh,
dog.
Only when she's a
only a
dog.
dog. Right.
So you are.
But
you are,
wait. That's an idea.
That is an idea.
As
You wanna
much
turn
as
into a
I hate to do this, I am going to find a patch of dirt.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We had this.
So
we had
we
this.
can chariot to the Rottweiler.
So
I
we
get
had
off
this-
the scooter. It swings around. It hits me in the shin. Ow!
Oh no, that's the worst time.
That is
I rub
horrible.
some dirt in
As
it.
soon as you said raise the scooter, I was like,
had a
oh, I
flashback.
instantly got a pain in my shin.
Is the shin worse or is the ankle worse?
It's the shin. It's gotta
It's
be
the
the shin.
shin. Because the
Dael.
shin, you get the bump and the cut. Ooh.
So Dael, we got this earlier in the previous session as well. Because you are trying to turn into a dog and not trying to prevent yourself turning into a dog, the success failure switches around, and now you need a success in order to turn into the dog. So I need a check from you. I need a check from you to see if you can find a good enough patch of dirt that makes you dirty
no.
enough to trigger your response.
Oh gosh.
Otherwise, then you're just a little dirty, and that sucks.
Critical success.
Excellent.
Hell
So
yeah,
your success number
um,
does not move. You find a patch of dirt that is sufficiently dirty that you find it right on that balance. You're like, oh, I hate being dirty, but also I just get just enough to turn me, and then I'll be fine once I turn
It's
back.
like dusty.
Yeah. And not only that, with the critical success, you get that like boost of adrenaline as your Rottweiler form. Just grab the rope in your mouth. You're on a scooter still somehow.
It's like
You're pedaling it.
We've seen those videos of like bulldogs on skateboards, right? People as you're rushing down the street as a dog. So, if you had made it to the school without turning into a dog, you wouldn't have encountered this NPC that somebody has redeemed. But because one of you is a dog, you're going to encounter Billy. Billy is a young child who can't help but pat every dog he sees. So as you are zooming towards the school at full speed, Billy
I'm
sees you
running so
coming,
fast.
runs out in front of you, and I need a check. I need a check from you, Dael, to see if you managed to stop
Billy.
yourself before bowling Billy over.
Because otherwise, a scooter and two kids
Yeah.
on heelys
Billy's
and
gonna
a
die
tuba
today.
is going
He's gonna
to crash into Billy.
Critical success again!
Hey, all right, another critical success.
Thank God.
Success number does not move. Billy is safe. How do you avoid Billy?
I think that we do like I just managed to sort of bend my path at the last second, but then we end up in like a tangle for a second where he gets wrapped up in the skipping rope, and then he gets like whipped out the other side and he's left spinning like a cartoon while
You
Yeah.
spin on by.
Let it rip.
Okay, I love that.
Beyblades.
What's the snack redemption number? It's $75. Yeah, for Bowser. $75. We
Yeah,
haven't
but
got
I
when
mean
somebody was
for us.
asking. All right, so Billy is
75,000.
been introduced. He will come back, no doubt, at some point.
Billy.
You have now made it to the school. You've got your uniforms on. Which school did you go with? Are you one
Shit,
from
I'm
each
still a
of the
dog.
schools? True. You need to turn back.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you turned back now?
Yeah,
Eating
I
a
think
bunch.
maybe
eating.
Look, I'm
Good
thinking
thing
maybe
dog
cover-
better.
Yeah. I'll pull out some
pocket
of them.
eggs.
Pocket eggs.
Pocket
Pocket eggs. Okay,
And
pocket
I'll-
eggs. Pocket eggs. So this is going to use up all your supply of pocket eggs because you have to
Oh,
eat your
man.
fill, and it's a Rottweiler. Couple of eggs ain't going to do it.
Yeah,
Like you're going to have to
alright.
2 pockets full of scrambled eggs. Okay.
That's alright.
Can I take out? Can I take out the
eggs?
full jar of cookies that Mum gave
You
me?
can also
She
do-
did say she made cookies earlier. So
Now I'm going to
I bring
roll
out
to
a
see if
whole-
I'm going to roll to see if there's any chocolate in these cookies.
Oh no! I mean, a Rottweiler, you'd have to eat a lot of chocolate for it to. It's
Okay.
probably
A lot
just
of
going to give you the
cookies.
runs.
Now, AJ, I need a check
I
from
don't
you
want the
to
runs.
determine.
I want
I
the
need a check from
zoomies.
you to determine whether these are chocolate chips or raisins.
Understood.
Raisins are
I rolled a
worse.
6.
That is a success. I know, right? I know that AJ doesn't know that necessarily, and so I was gonna say it's gonna be one or the other, and she'll be like, "Oh, raisins, easy." You are smart enough with a 6. That is a success. Your number goes up to whatever it is now. You do know that it isn't chocolate chips; it is raisins, but you thankfully are also aware of the fact that raisins are poisonous to dogs.
Okay.
So you could break them up. You could spend time breaking up the cookies and taking the raisins out, but that's time that's eaten into your infiltration.
No, I'm gonna track down the sausage sizzle that I'm sure they have at a sports carnival.
Gotta be, right?
Oh, there's gotta be, yeah.
So,
or food trucks. I don't know how fancy these kids are.
I don't know. We were going with pocket eggs, and then we just breezed past them. We had pocket eggs.
I just wondered if we were trying to save that for later, or
whatever you guys want.
Or
just eat all the pocket eggs.
We can eat all of your pocket eggs because then Dael turns back, gets the clothing back that transformed with them, and then has their own pocket eggs that they can then access when somebody else turns if needed.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, Ellen, I need you to roll to see if you manage to get enough pocket eggs into your pockets to transform her back.
That is a success.
Your success number goes up, and that was enough to transform you back. So you get to the school with everybody catches up to you on their wheelies as you drop the skipping rope, and then you just look around thinking, what am I going to eat? And Lila comes to the rescue, chucks some pocket eggs at you, and you scarf it down.
Before every egg, you make me do a trick.
Oh yeah, it's just like
roll over.
I do a shake, and then it's like, okay, other one.
Thank you. Sit down.
Turn back and we're just shaking hands.
Yes, I love that. Okay, excellent. We've got another obstacle and 2 more character plot rerolls. Interesting. Let me reroll those in a second. So as you have, oh my god, we've just breezed past 3,500 as well. What does that unlock for us? We get another dog toy. We get another dog toy and another dog power. Who has not got a dog? So we've got those 2 with dog toys. So it's going to be one of you 2 with a dog toy.
I have a toy.
AJ or Dael. This is going to be AJ. You get a dog toy. Roll me a d6. And these 2 have not got dog powers yet. That's going to be Phoenix. Roll me a d6.
I rolled a 2.
All right.
I rolled a 4.
Reroll your 2 because that was Kong. Phoenix, you got a 4. When you are in dog form, your pee is acidic. You can burn through locks. You can burn through doors. You've got acidic pee.
Oh yeah.
AJ, what'd you get?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. You get a bone. How is your bone magical, and what does it do?
If only I knew what that would do other than burying it, which I feel
maybe
really
it's like you can bury a bone in a place and then you can teleport back to that place at a predetermined time, at like a later time or something.
Love that. Okay. Teleporting bone.
It's like a safety net. You can. Nope.
It's a respawn point.
It's a respawn point. Yeah, you can bury the bone somewhere that you know that you'll have to come back to at some future point, but you still have to remember to bury it somewhere that you know that you're going to want to come back to, and you can take your friends with you at that moment as well, as long as they're within reach. Okay. So you got a magic bone. We've got a magic Kong. We got a magic stick, and then we've got acid pea, super digging, and zoomy speed. I think that's up to date with the donations so far.
Man, we're gonna find it so good.
Thank you very much for all the donations, everybody. Very much appreciated. We've also got an obstacle in your way and another 2 NPCs that you've yet to meet. So, as you are at the school now, the tournament thing is underway. Do you want to try and find somewhere to then refill your stock of food, or do you want to just get straight into the tournament? Because time is of the essence.
Time is of the essence.
You found those entrances into the school, right? You got all the know-how.
Yeah.
What is a good place to bury this bone? Like, how do we get in and out? Sneaky stuff.
Yeah. Probably like maybe just next to the back entrance, right? Like so that way we can always like pretty much get right back out.
Yeah.
Are we kidnapping Bert?
Maybe.
Why does it sound like we're planning a getaway? I don't.
Because you're kids, you haven't fully thought it through.
Yeah, that one.
The frontal cortex hasn't fully developed yet. Okay.
Yeah. Really.
Maybe I just need to confess my crush.
Who is your crush, by the way? Is that Bert?
I figured it was Bert.
Is Bert the crush?
I don't.
Doesn't have
Or
to
is it
be.
one of the NPCs?
Up
Okay,
to you.
don't know.
Do you want to
We'll find out.
Do you want
We'll
to
find
name
out.
your
Get
crush
on
as
the
a different
stars.
person, or do you want it to be Bert?
Do you know what? I think I want to find the crush at the sports car. I think
Okay.
it's an
Gonna
awakening.
it's
for
going to
Josie.
be all right. That makes sense, and it's going to be a distracting moment, which is something that I call excellent.
Oh,
At this point,
Maybe
at
there's
this
like
point,
a secret admirer plot as well.
at this point, let's see, who would this be a check for? As you're approaching the back entrance to this school grounds, and you're going to try and find a place to bury the bone, one of your phones goes off, but it's not you this time, Ellen. It's you, Phoenix, because your mum is saying, "Hey, why aren't you home from school yet? It's your grandma's birthday tonight. Don't tell me you've forgotten. We're meant to be going out to her party." And it's just a text at the moment.
Okay, just a text.
It's just a text.
Can I reply? New phone, who this?
Which is going to confuse your mum much more than just saying something else, because she's going to be like, "Why do you have a new phone? What happened to your old phone?" And that's definitely going to prompt more questions. So you can if you want to.
No, it's okay. I'll type it out and then go like, no, and delete it.
JK.
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 We're at the
Oh.
hospital.
Yeah, that's right. We're at the hospital
Studying a child with
studying because there's a child with diphtheria.
yeah.
Okay.
Ask Lila's mum.
Give me a check to see how convincing you are with your life.
No man, don't involve my mum.
Oh,
least they're both
okay.
the same
Lies is
story.
gonna tumble
I got a
down.
6.
You got a 6. Okay, success. Your success number changes.
It's up to 5 now.
You're up to a 5 now. Okay, you're getting risky with some of your successes. Who's on what numbers? We've got a 5.
I'm on 3.
I'm
You're on
still
3.
on 2 because I
You're
got
still
double
on 2.
crits.
Okay, so Dael's sitting pretty good for if somebody needs to take a check, could be Dael for the safety. Okay, so you've managed to convince them for now. It's okay. Yeah, we're at the hospital. We're studying things. It's not my fault. She still wants you to come home for your grandma's birthday. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's meant to be tonight. But she can.
Oh, Mum, I've got my Heelys.
Don't. I'll be happy. I'll see. I got my Heelys. I'll be there in no time. Okay. So you have managed to make your way to the back of the school. You've found a place that's going to be good to bury this bone. Is this where you're going to do it? Right by the back entrance of the school, in case you need to make a quick getaway. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. So you bury the bone
I
here.
understand the innuendos that come with this, and I'm not going to
Burying the
make
bone.
those jokes.
You look around and you see an older man, a janitor who works at this school, coming over a little confused and huge big mustache and beard that makes him even harder to understand than his jowly face is already making him. You can't say chicken up ground like this.
Ooh. Can I throw a tennis ball at him?
This is an NPC that is a gruff but friendly janitor who only speaks in barely understandable mumbles. And you're going to throw a tennis ball at him.
No, I don't know. At my high school, our caretaker did actually have a husky that he would bring into the school.
Oh, nice.
So would he potentially do that and be like our caretaker? Because I could smell some bacon and pretend to be his husky.
If you want.
If I needed to, I could smell a little bacon.
And if I have to. Happy to smell.
Do you have any pocket bacon
So cute.
left?
We've got so
Yeah,
you took
no.
pocket eggs. Somebody else took pocket bacon. That's for sure.
Yeah,
If,
I
is
didn't
that
take
what
the
you're gonna have?
bacon.
You're gonna
I'll
try
take out
and
bacon.
you're gonna try and turn into a husky to try and distract the groundskeeper into thinking you're his husky and distract him away from all the others. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
And we'll
Okay.
group up in front so that they don't see you transform.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ,
Okay.
Oh,
you're
hide
the one
behind
with
my
the bacon.
tuba.
Yeah.
AJ, you're the one with the bacon. Give me a check. See how much bacon you managed to take. See if it's
So
enough.
we are but humble students who play
I rolled a
sports
4.
and also
Well,
musical
it's a success. Your
instruments.
success number goes up. You managed to find enough bacon to turn you. Phoenix, you get this bacon right up in your face. What does it look like when we see you turn?
Oh, I go like snout first. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Nose
I sniff,
grows
sniff.
out.
Yeah,
Eyes go
Nose grows out.
bright blue.
Yep, and it's kind of like face first transition, and their fur comes down, and
In seconds, in seconds, we've got a husky there. And to remind myself, you can only turn back with praise.
I turn back with praise.
Okay, so
Oh my god!
what? Yeah, did you see the problem?
No, go for it.
So you run over to the groundskeeper to pretend to try and be his dog, right?
Yeah.
What is your intent?
I run over immediately, wagging my tail all cutesy, and I roll over for belly rubs.
Okay, give me a check to see how this goes.
Is this dog perhaps yours, kind sir?
Oh no, I failed.
You know how this fails? Because you turn into it, you run over to him, put belly up, and he goes, "Oh, who's a good dog? Who's this good girl here?" And immediately gives you praise as you roll over onto your back for belly rubs. And as he's rubbing your belly, you just immediately turn back into a kid. And he goes, "Hey, what the hell is this kind of like? I've got bloody kids ready to turn into a dog and was showing."
No, you're not allowed to do that.
What did I show about? This is ridiculous. And he
You're doing touching me, sir. I'm a child.
Yeah, you can't.
he immediately goes, "I don't want anything to do with this," and he's like backs out of this scene because he's like, "This is, I don't know what's just happened, but I need to lawyer up or something."
Yeah.
So he rushes back to his groundskeeper room. So in a way, you were successful in your attempt, but you have definitely drawn attention to the fact that there's now some weredogs on site at this sports event, and he's run off to go and try and inform the principal and get ahead of this thing. Hey, if some kid tells you that I was touching them, they were a dog. I swear, it's not a good defense, but I swear.
I feel
So
really bad that
you've
we're
bought
getting
yourself some time.
totally
You've
this guy
dug.
fired.
You've buried a bone. You've buried a bone on site, and you've managed to get into the back door of this this school. What's your intent now that you're inside?
Which
I have the
school
hall
are we
passes.
each
You are at
masquerading as?
you're at Saint Bernard. Which one are you? Are you all in different uniforms?
Yeah, we have one of each, right?
Who's in Saint Bernard?
Is it red?
I will be Saint Bernard, and I'll be dressed in the blue uniform.
You're
for
Bernard and blue. Oh, let me write that down.
Nice.
Bernard and blue. We need Saint Albans.
I just
I'll
want to
be-
wear the red one, whichever that one is.
Yeah, Saint Albans. Sure, why not? Saint Albans. You are red. We've got Saint Dominic.
I will be Saint Dominic.
And what
In
colour is
blue.
Dominic's uniform?
Wait, I'm a dog. I can't see that.
You're a child right now.
Wait, I can't see that.
Oh my god, you're colorblind.
Yeah, colorblind kid. We brought that on the table as well.
Lila is colorblind. This is how you find out.
Lila, what colour's St. Dominic's uniform? We've got red and blue so far.
Guys, this isn't gonna work. All our uniforms are just grey. It's blue.
Yours is also blue.
another
so we're going
blue
two blues.
uniform?
Oh wait, sorry. No,
We've only had two things. It's not hard to keep track of two colours so far, Ellen.
It's green. It's green.
Green uniform for St. Dominic. Alright, what colour is St. Helen's uniform? Dael.
It's brown and yellow,
brown.
just like my
Brown
high
and yellow.
school.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's rough. We also had brown and yellow. Soz.
Awful color.
Okay.
They've since
we
changed it to
have
like
got
aqua
a-
and purple, and I'm a little ticked up.
Well, ours
I'm
was
not gonna
purple,
lie.
did they wait
yellow,
too
and
late?
brown, which is, I don't know. The purple's nice, I guess.
What color was Saint Dominic?
Green.
Green.
St. Dominic's green, yeah.
But again, all of these uniforms are just different shades of grey.
Of grey.
This isn't gonna work.
Phoenix, can you roll me a d6 just apropos of nothing? This is not a check.
Okay. Oh. Jumanji rules 5.
5, thank you very
Yeah.
much. And then can you roll me it again, please?
1.
Thank you very much. Oh, okay, that's gonna be useful. All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think I'm up to date with
Was
that. I'm
good.
up to date with that. This is another one to add here. Okay, so you're inside. You're wearing your uniforms. You're all kids as of this moment. What's your intent? What are you doing? What are you looking for?
So I have the
We
hall
should-
passes, and I'll
Yeah.
pass the correct one to
Mhm.
for each person, for each school
I
area.
think we should sign up to one of the competitions each as a different member of the schools and try and find Bert. So split up.
Yeah,
We
or
know
you know,
what Bert
even
looks
I
like,
could even
right?
like do more than one. Like if we wanted to, I could do more than one sport if that was, part of the plan.
I think it's a great plan. You should cover more ground. If you beat them quickly, then you can move on to the next sport.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'm just funny.
Because our school did not make it to the semifinals.
Does this school athletics team also have stand-up comedy or no?
yeah. Any entertainment for the evening?
I mean, it could be stand-up, sit down.
Yeah, I could do the stand-up sitting down one.
Yeah, stand-up high knees comedy.
I'm really good at the egg and spoon race.
You're going to so you're putting yourself into
nice.
egg and spoon.
Yeah.
You're what's the word? Infiltrating. You're trying to infiltrate the egg and spoon race. Phoenix, what are you infiltrating?
What is the most? Is there tennis? Because I have a tennis ball.
There is tennis, and you've got a tennis ball. Sure.
There we go.
So you're going for. So we've got. Let me write this down. So we've got egg and spoon. We got tennis. Who's next? What else we got?
Is there like marching band preceding these events?
Sure. Yeah, can be.
Otherwise, I was gonna go with.
I mean, let's face it. They're all prep schools, right? They're all preppy, pretentious schools.
Yeah.
They definitely have each brought along their cheerleaders and their matching bands.
I'm just wondering, what may I attend with a tuba?
How can I inject my tuba into this scene? I love that tuba isn't even your prized possession. That's just like that's an item that you came up with, and you're like, I have to have this.
Lila will not let go of her tuba. That is very important.
That makes sense. So you are going into matching band, and Dael, what is Betsy going into?
I'm signing up for like all the real sports, like
everything else. Like you're in every single other sport.
Every other sport, yeah. All the sprints, It's.
Hey Betsy, don't you think that's a lot of sports?
It sure is.
So we're gonna start with Garappa.
Oh, that's me.
Garappa. We're gonna start with you in tennis. So give me a check to see how your progress in in infiltrating the tennis competition goes.
Okay. Wait. Does husky thing energetic roll twice take better rolls that only when I'm in husky form?
Yes, but because you have tennis ball, I'll give you the advantage here as well, because in the rules it says, if you attempt something that ties into what you should be good at, for example, it relates to what type of kid you are, the sort of dog you become, your prized possession, etc., then you can re-roll the dice once, and you must use the new roll. So you can roll, see if it fails, and then you can re-roll it.
Okay, all right. First roll's a fail, so I'm going to re-roll.
Re-roll because of tennis ball.
Oh, and it's still a fail. Ooh. I'm out in the first round.
You're out in the first round. Not only are you out in the first round, but one of the force a reroll of a character trait is for you, and I rolled tennis ball, and so you lose the tennis ball as part of the competition.
What are the ball boys doing?
One of the ball boys took your tennis ball as your prized possession, but maybe as a, let's see, did you find it, or you can come up with how you got it, but the number I got you to reroll before is slime, so now your prized possession is a tub of slime.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
So how did you replace your tennis ball with a tub of slime?
Okay, do they have like gunge or whatever for like the winners, or you know how they do that on?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
They got like a.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's you failed the tennis. You failed the you were out in the first round, and so you got the booby prize, which was like the first person to get out gets shamed. And then the four schools all shame the first people out or whatever in each competition because they're horrible people and toxic.
This prep school is evil.
Yeah, and so they gunged you. They gunged you with a bucket of slime, and then you managed to keep some of it in your pockets.
Yeah. Wait, this feels pretty good. Let me open my bucket.
Really intensely like cheering you on, and then when you get out, I'm like, good try, nice try, and I go to pat you on the back, and then I see the slime, and I'm like,
no, thank you.
You don't want to hug? You don't want to hug?
Oh, yeah.
Do you still want praise even when you're not a dog?
Yes.
That was a really good try.
Thank you.
Really hard.
So the tennis, the tennis was a failure, and you were not in the competition long enough to ascertain whether Bert was up against you in the tennis competitions. So we will go to egg and spoon race. So, have you got anything that can help you in this egg of spoon race? You've got a wooden greatsword that you've been lugging around with you.
I have, yeah. Yeah, it's on my bag because I was really inspired by Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
And I fancy myself the Aragorn of this group.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think, because an egg and spoon race is all about balance. So I think my sword fighting skills will come in handy with this. Walking, like, you know.
Let's see if it does,
like...
but I'm going to pause there and acknowledge that this donation that just came in, Wabberjack Wagon just took us to 420.69. Nice.
Yeah.
Who donated with the comment in the hopes that everyone without a toy will get a toy or a power. So that should take us to. Yep, that takes us past the donations needed, so that everybody who didn't have a toy before gets a toy. Everybody who didn't have a power gets a power. So one person who didn't have a toy, that would have been Dael. Dael, roll me a d6 to see what toy you get. The person without the power yet, roll a power. So you got a 6, which is stick. So roll again because we already got a magic stick. 5. That is a rope. So you get a rope toy, one of those tug rope that dogs use. What sort of magic does it do? Have a think about that while we decide who was the last person without the power. Ellen, you got the 2.
I rolled a 2.
You have an ultrasonic bark. So you can now bark that is either you can make it super loud like a big thunderous boom, or you can choose to make it like too high pitched for anybody else to hear, but like other dogs can scare off. You can basically you've got magic.
Yeah, aren't you bad with loud noises?
True.
Well,
true. That is true.
What turns me into a dog? But once I'm a dog,
once you're a dog, it doesn't. Yeah, you
the
can,
damage has already been done. You know.
That is true.
We'll see.
So you now have magic back. Dael, what do you think your magic rope's going to do? And thank you, Wabba. Very generous indeed.
Yes, thank you very much. I am thinking that the rope is always the exact length it needs to be for your purpose.
That's really good.
Very good. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to add that here. We've got a rope that is always just whatever you need. A rope of do whatever you want.
I love that rope.
You enter the egg and spoon race. You're going to try and use your sword fighting skills in your balancing footwork to
try to steal some eggs for us to eat later.
Yeah, we need more pocket eggs. Low on pocket eggs.
Maybe while you're running the race, we can steal some eggs.
Before we roll to see how well you do at this race, you are entering a race with several other people from several different schools, watched by several dozen people, maybe even hundreds of people. I think your social anxiety is probably getting pretty bad. Let's roll to see if it is.
Yeah, but if I focus on the egg...
Let's see if you do. It's about whether you succeed or not.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
What's your trigger now?
Does my trigger changes?
Trigger changes every time you succeed. It goes up.
Oh, okay.
So you were on a 4
as in the
at the
number.
very least, so it should have... the
now
success number.
Yeah, 5.
So it's now a 5. So you succeed on like calming your social anxiety before the race starts. And then the race begins.
Look at the egg.
Give me a check. I don't think it relates enough to giant wooden sword. Like if you had chosen rapier when I asked you what kind of a wooden sword it was, then I would have allowed like that balancing
if Josie did
fencing
fencing,
sort of thing.
that would have made sense.
Great swords
no,
are two-handed things that isn't going to help with the egg and spoon.
Oh well, I'm two-handing this spoon. No, it's fine. I'll just roll single dice. That's another 6.
Another 6, so that is a success. So your success number is now a 6?
Yes.
Okay, so next time you attempt to check, you can either critical success or 5 in 6 chance you fail. So you're very likely to fail the next time, but you're not necessarily. You could just get 6s from here on out and never fail another one.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel good
Find out.
You managed to succeed, and you get through to the next round. Do we think that you see Bert in the egg and spoon race, or do you think we see Bert in the crowds? Do you manage to see Bert at some point? Not close enough to like get up and chat to them. They're either busy in the race or they're busy like away from you in the crowds. What do you think?
I think away in the crowds. I don't think
so too.
Yeah, I don't think I've been able to speak to Bert yet.
So you're
Maybe
focused on
Bert's
the egg and spoon race. You get to the far end where you can like stop and focus around to see how your competitors are doing. And as you're glancing around, you see Bert up in the crowds. He doesn't seem to recognize you, but you like. I'm pretty sure that was Bert. I think somebody was about to say something. Ellen, was it?
I was gonna say, maybe Bert's the creative kid because that was something we could have rolled in our ragtag team.
He's the creative. Sure, he's the creative. Am I up to date with the rest of these?
And not one of us is the smart kid.
No.
That's
Not one of
correct.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems right.
Okay. As you are entering your egg and spoon race, we cut over to the marching band, who is outside in the outside of the gymnasium, in the soccer pitch, as it were. Well, sort of doing laps, doing practices before they do their big finish at the end of the night. And as you've infiltrated the marching band, you're trying to make this go. What's your triggers and things? Loud noises.
Am I
So you're going over to the marching band.
Tuba?
You're going over to the loud noises of the marching band. We've chosen you to be the one to infiltrate. So I need to check first to see if you can overcome your
piano.
I need to check to see if you can overcome your loud noises trigger as you approach the marching band. Even
That's a critical success.
there you go. So never going anywhere without some earplugs. You put your hands in.
Yeah.
You realise, shit, they're not on me. They must have fallen out when I was wheeling. But I've got pocket eggs. You take some scrambled eggs out. Stuff that in the ears.
Gonna need to be really hard.
We are gonna have to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good because then my mum will know I didn't lie.
Yeah. So
Had a lot to do with eggs at this sports carnival.
right? Eggs are really good for spots, I guess.
What I also love about the
Protein.
sports carnival is they have a full tennis tournament and then an egg and spoon race.
That's what money can get you.
Look, you got to
You've
be
got
willing
options,
to
you've got money.
you got to be willing to offer something for every type of kid. I was definitely the type of kid who would have been much better with an egg and spoon race.
Yeah.
So you've managed to overcome the loud noises problem. You're pushing through it. You're feeling that bubbling up of the dog inside, but you're keeping it down for now. You're focusing on the tuba. Now let's see how well you do at infiltrating the marching band. Give me a check.
Amazing. I succeed.
Succeed. Your success
Which I'm
number
kind
goes
of
up.
sad about because I thought it would be really funny if I'm playing a whole different song, but I just try and
What's your
They already have a tuba player.
what's
they
your
already
su-
have a tuba player. I kick them over.
what's your success number now?
It's 4.
4. Okay, it's not bad. Not bad. So you're heading over to the band. You're doing some marching band. While you're doing this marching band, you're pretty sure you see Bert among the marching band. And it's and while the audience know this, the characters do not yet. So I'm giving you some dramatic irony. One of the NPCs that has just been redeemed Bert has got a twin called Brett, and no one knows which is which. So you're pretty sure you see Bert out here in the marching band, and we have Bert inside in the stalls somewhere watching the egg and spoon race.
So we're close enough friends
He
with
was a
Bert.
flautist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
We're close enough friends with Bert that we're infiltrating a
school to find them.
carnival
Yeah.
To find him.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know he has a twin.
I think maybe you know he has a twin, but you've always struggled to know which is which.
Right, got it.
So I think
We're not
you're like,
friends
oh,
with
that's
the
Bert,
twin.
and then you're like, oh god,
And we
that
hate
might be Brett. Yeah, Brett was
Yeah,
in a
we
different
hate
class.
Brett.
Yeah, Brett was in a different
He's
class.
lame.
It was a whole thing.
Can I-
Brett's
He's
the
not
reason
nice.
that they had to move schools.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
right. Because
Oh,
Brett
'cause
was
he was the
Brett had a lot
smart
more
kid.
potential. Yeah, Brett had a lot more. Yeah, there you go. We got
so
we got
talented.
the
Got a
creative kid
scholarship.
and the smart kid. We did
We
it.
did it.
Yeah, there we
So
go.
Bert is the creative, and Brett is the smart.
So can I give him a lamer instrument? What's lamer than a flute?
Triangle.
Can he be a bassoon player?
Bassoon. I don't know.
Bassoon.
I feel like you're the only one here who can choose what the insulting instrument would be, because I don't know enough about instruments to insult them. The cymbals.
I feel like-
maracas,
Oh, castanets.
castanets. That's the one.
Oh yeah.
No, those are the maracas.
Yeah, which is
Shaking.
really weird to have in a marching band.
Just to bring it back, can it be an egg shaker? We've got more eggs.
Oh yeah.
He's just like
This is an
percussion.
shaker.
He's a percussion.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Put it in your
We
pocket.
did
Yeah.
it. We did it,
I think
everybody.
he's
Pack
just
it up.
like he's like random percussion. So he's got like an egg shaker and one of those like I forget
Oh.
what you call them, but you like you
Yeah.
run the,
Oh,
the
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of the
Those
thing up
The
those
washballs.
glorified kids' toys, yeah.
yeah. And it's
Yeah,
really
essentially the
always just for
washboards.
like one bit of the song, like that. It's just
There's
like
that one where you slap it and it makes like a sound
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
And he always has one thing to hit in every song. He has to change percussion instruments for.
Okay, so we're jumping into Betsy at this point. Betsy, what's the spot that you're entering first?
Man, this whole time, instead of looking for Bert, I have been stretching. I would love to start with probably a little javelin.
Okay,
Nice,
yeah, a
nice.
little javelin throw.
Yeah.
Let's do this then.
How
Let me
little
just
is it?
look
This
in-
big?
Sorry. Let me just double check. This is
Bad
okay.
joke.
Cool. Give me a check against javelin. Let's see how you do.
Success.
A success. Your number goes up by 1. You are in this javelin tournament for long enough to get a good vibe of the place. While you are vibing the place out, you do not see Brett or Bert. But what you do see is the janitor come in with his big old mustache, and he's talking to a bunch of people and kind of like gesturing around, and he doesn't seem to see you at this point because you rolled a success. But you know that they are now looking for you, and there are adults that are aware of your presence and the fact that you're probably not meant to be here.
I nudge a couple of the other kids who are like waiting around with their javelins, and I'm like, that old guy's super crazy. He's my neighbor. He's a crazy guy.
Yeah.
Start
Gonna gaslight.
Start trying to gaslight.
Gaslighting with
Just-
janitor.
Cool.
Okay, start a
Just
rumor.
spread.
Yeah, try and start a rumor mill
That
about
guy-
the janitor.
Talks to himself. He sees things.
Give me a check to see how successful you are at starting a rumor mill about this poor janitor.
So bad.
And I failed.
And you failed as well. Okay.
Your heart wasn't in it.
Okay, let's see. Okay, they I think while you're trying to nudge up to them and things and trying to like try and just like surreptitiously make like you're one of them, how it fails is you accidentally draw attention to the fact that you're not quite belonging. They look at you, they sort of look you up and down at your brown and yellow
All the
St.
yellow
Helens
and browns
uniform,
are like, who
and
the
they
hell are you?
and they're like, why are you wearing the old uniform? And then they sort of like pretentious, and they look at you and they think, and then they go, oh my god, are you wearing hand-me-down shoes? And I'm going to invoke your broke
Because I have no money.
I'm gonna invoke your broke ability. That's like you're not exactly from a wealthy background. You have no money to your name, and so they're really judging you from this prep school, and they realize in this moment that you might not actually meant to be in this.
I'm
this
gonna
competition.
eat my dust. Excuse me, I have a sports scholarship.
All right, we're gonna jump.
Is that exactly how you lie?
We're gonna jump back over to the egg and spoon race. You're into the next round if you want to roll again, or do you want to give it up at this point and jump into the audience try and get to Bert? What's your plan at this point? Egg and spoon, AJ.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump into the audience. And then I'm immediately going to stop in my tracks because there's a really pretty girl.
Oh,
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 the
lovely.
crush.
Dun,
She's
dun,
pretty good.
dun.
It's the crush. It's just
She's
a little crush.
real good with the egg and spoons.
Let's see. I don't have any of my.
That's what the
None
kids
of
are calling
my
it.
NPCs could fit in this moment, so I can't inject one of the NPCs that I need. But you find the pretty girl who's in the egg and spoon race,
Yes, yeah.
and she distracts you from seeing Bert, and then by the time you turn around and look, he's no longer there. Oof.
Correct.
All right. So what's your plan?
I think I'm gonna go find Betsy
Okay.
because the social anxiety is getting too much, and I don't wanna turn into a chihuahua right now.
Give me a check to see if you can find Betsy.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Ooh, what was your number?
6.
That is a failure. So, not only do you not find Betsy, but you find that there's a lot of people around, and there's started to be too much anxiety for you. It's starting to It's starting to get a bit much, starting to bubble up, and then you see a man, the janitor, who's talking to a woman with a sort of a very expensive bob cut with a fringe across. Let's say, if you were to put a name on it, let's say a Karen style. He's talking to her, and you can hear him going something. I know it was a dog, and she's like, "Oh, dogs! No, I'm allergic to dogs. This is disgusting. There can't be dogs on site." And at that moment, you feel like you can't stop it, and you turn into a chihuahua. Can I have a description of what it looks like when you turn?
Uh-oh.
I think that it has to be very cartoonish, but kind of like the complete opposite of what happens to Betsy. So instead of going and bursting into the dog, I just go... and there's like the cartoonish little bit of smoke, and then you turn the camera down, and there's this tiny little shivering white fluffy chihuahua.
All right. So as you turn into a chihuahua in the middle of the gymnasium where you were going down the side of the egg and spoon race as the competitors are lining up for the next thing, you get close enough to overhear certain aspects of this conversation. The social anxiety from that just tips you over the edge into a chihuahua. The woman whose name is Helen, she just screams, "Oh my God, dogs! I said no dogs in here!" And then just it starts going up. Ellen, can I get a check, please? Because she's screaming, which causes other people to scream, which causes the auditorium to go into panic, which means that there's quite a loud noise coming from this auditorium now.
I fail.
That was a failure. And as you are getting to the end of tuba practice, and you're like, okay,
Damn it.
let me walk over and introduce myself and say like, hey, are you Bert or Brett? And just as you're sort of going over, you think, I can't talk to him if I've got egg in my ears. So you take the egg out of your ears as best you can, just as there is screaming coming from inside.
Oh, no.
And you turn into a Great Dane.
Oh.
Can I get a description? How do you turn, please?
Yeah. So imagine a Sailor Moon magical girl transformation. In fact, like the whole way that it runs in the anime. So, it's like, it's just like the silhouette of a girl, except it's a Great Dane. Like rainbows going all around. It like raises its little dog paw. Each of the the nails is painted.
I
And this
love
Great
that.
Dane.
If
then
anyone is an
materializes-
animator,
Yeah.
please,
Please
please make that happen.
Please. Yeah, and this
need
Great Dane
that.
then ends in its finishing pose, which is this.
And then it zooms back to like real life. All of the anime background disappears, and you're just a Great Dane just staring at this guy, and they just
Drooling.
everybody freaks out, everybody's screaming. Phoenix, back to you with your covered in slime. You've got some slime for yourself now. What are you doing since failing your tennis match?
Do I hear all the like?
Oh yeah, it's all going crazy.
Hubbaloo?
Up and I are like panicking.
Yeah.
Distance. We're like,
Yeah. We see each other across the crowd, like, what do we do? I am going to Healy full speed towards the chaos because I'm pretty sure it'll be my friends.
So there is chaos inside in the gymnasium where the egg and spoon race was, and there's chaos outside on the soccer pitch where the marching band was. Are you going to inside or outside one?
Oh, where would tennis be closer?
Tennis would have probably been in the court. Tennis would have probably been an outside court near the marching band one.
So I'll probably go towards the marching band.
Okay, give me a check, please. I'm going to tell you what this is for after you succeed or fail.
I failed.
Wonderful, because the other thing that changed when somebody redeemed a reroll a character thing is what triggers you. It is no longer the smell of bacon. As you are healing over the pitch as best you can to get to the Great Dane, because you know what's happening, and you know that the Great Dane turns back by eating the fill, so you're trying to go into your pockets, get out some pocket eggs. You rush over just as a cloud shifts and the full moon comes out, and you turn into a husky. So now we have a husky, a chihuahua, and a Great Dane in the pitch.
Oh no!
As you're healing over, we see this husky. Did we get your what were you? Oh, from the nose first, right?
Yeah.
From the nose first to the back. Now we've got a husky on the pitch. Inside to the over to the other side where the track and field pitches are, where you've just finished your javelin. Dael, Betsy, you're hearing all of this commotion happening. What do you do?
There's a moment where I hear them call runners to the starting line, and I'm like, yeah. And I decide to run over to try to wrangle the dogs.
Try and wrangle the dogs. Who are you going to first?
I'm gonna... Oh, God. Well, they're both in the direction of the marching band, both the big dogs. So I'm gonna head towards the marching band.
Okay. You're rushing over towards the marching band, so we'll jump inside.
I hear a husky howling. I'm like,
yeah.
that's my cue.
Yeah.
As you're rushing, thinking like, I wish I could split myself into two places at once. You let's see, how's this gonna go? You're gonna hear almost telepathically, just in your mind, at one of the school windows, just like inside one of the classrooms, it's got the window slightly ajar, and you can see through it. There's a cage inside on the windowsill on the inside of like a school pet, essentially. And there's a little white rabbit in there, which is another NPC that somebody has redeemed. A pet bunny rabbit who helps you, and you hear telepathically, Bun the school rabbit says, "You go deal with the big ones. I'll go deal with the small guy. You just need to let me out."
Don't trust him.
This never goes well.
I don't have time to question
all
this,
of mythology.
So I just pulled the little man out of the
You let the thing out of the door. Bun the white rabbit hops out and rushes off towards the inside.
Just to indulge myself, because in real life I am quite literally deathly allergic to rabbits. Betsy's gonna cuddle the rabbit.
Oh yeah, good.
This is why we play TTRPGs, folks.
So that we can cuddle
live out our fantasies.
Don't you turn into a dog if you get dirty?
Does hugging a rabbit
when getting
count
dirty,
as...
yeah, the rabbit ain't dirty enough to turn you.
It's a very clean rabbit. It's
a white rabbit, right?
Let's find
You
out.
can still tell what.
Let's find out how clean this rabbit is. Give me a check.
I mean, they're like cats in that they groom themselves pretty regularly.
Yeah, critical success.
Critical. This is a very clean rabbit. This is a very clean rabbit. The cage is kept cleaned by. That's one of the kids. Like, it's one of the rosters of the classroom. Is like, it's your week to take care of Bun.
And actually, Guinness World Records came, and they were like, "This is the cleanest rabbit."
Wow, they're really running out of stuff to put in their books.
So you let Bun out. You give him a big cuddle. Bun shoots off towards the Chihuahua to deal with that for you, because that was a helpful NPC that needed to help you out. So as you head off to the big dogs, we're going to go inside to the Chihuahua. You turned into a Chihuahua. Helen is screaming and calling for all sorts of. I want to see the manager, and the janitor's like, "There's no manager here in the school. You can't demand seeing the manager." Well, I want to see the principal. Then it's about the principal of the thing. I can feel my throat closing up. I'm allergic. And she's having a big old tizzy. What are you doing?
I would like to hide in someone's school bag.
Okay, you're gonna try and hide in a school bag. I love it.
I'm a tiny Chihuahua.
As you're looking around to try and hide in someone's school bag, Bun the rabbit jumps in and telepathically you hear, "I'll cause a distraction to help you hide." I'll have you roll a check. You can roll twice and take either option for you. We've got another giveaway happening in the chat. Exclamation mark enter to enter the giveaway. What are we giving away? A mug, is it, or a? There we are. 1-page RPG. We're giving away the PDF. Nice.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 4s, which means I failed twice.
Failed on both of them. Okay,
no.
So you fail to hide. You fail to hide in the bag. Let's see. There's just too many people around.
Is like shaking outside of the bag.
Yeah, I think you're making it too obvious for it. The
whole bag is shivering.
The whole bag is shivering. You hear somebody say, "What are you talking about, Helen? It's just a rabbit. The Bun's got out. Look." She's like, "I know a difference between a rabbit and a dog. You know, it was one of those little purse dogs, whatever they call it. It ran over there. Look." And she points, and then you feel the bag get lifted up, and she says, "Oh, she's just really scared. Look." And you get lifted out by the beautiful girl that was your crush, which is not helping for your social anxiety. But she lifts you out and is, "Oh, she's so scared. Oh, how did you get in here?" And she pats you, and Helen's like, "Take it outside. Goodness, take it outside."
I do think I pee.
Thankfully, you weren't the one with acid pee, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh god! Oh god!
You have.
I'm so nervous, and she's so pretty, and I just pee in the bag.
I love that. By the way, you had I was like, "What do you're causing a kerfuffle inside? What do you do?" And you have a teleporting bone that you already buried. You're like,
forgot about that.
Don't need to use that.
I was having so much social anxiety that I forgot that I had a teleporting
Good
bone.
lesson in that. Yeah, sometimes when we're anxious, our brain isn't functioning at its highest capacity.
Okay, so as you're lifted out of the bag, she's like, "Don't worry, I'll take them outside." You see, Bert is part of the crowd that's all kind of like getting pushed around and stuff, but he's now disappears into the crowd, and you have failed to work out which uniform he was in, so you haven't worked out which school he goes to, and you are led outside instead. Dael, meanwhile, Betsy has made it all the way over to the marching band lawn, as it were. Hey, Bowser! How's it going, buddy?
Someone redeemed treats. So.
Nice, very good.
No, get back in frame.
Go on camera.
Oh, we're up to 4414. Jesus, we're getting close now. If we get another $586 by the end of the stream, I will write a sequel to this at some point.
We need vampires.
We need
vampires.
vampires. So where was I? So you've run over to the Husky and the Great Dane, who are both causing commotion outside now. Bert or Brett is among them, but it's pretty hard to sell with everybody running around and trying to protect their marching band instruments and things. Try and put things back in cases. There's lots of movement. It's pretty dark. There is a full moon, as we've established, but you can't tell what uniform he's in. What do you do?
Look. I know that we came here for Bert. Not Brett, but Bert. But my first priority, because I'm a Rottweiler who is protective, is my friends. So I am going to try to wrangle my friends first.
Okay. What is
one hand each. It's going to go great.
You're just trying to grab them?
just
trying to grab them both?
Just trying to grab them.
I will get you to make, let's see, I will get you to...
Do I have my rope in human form?
You do have a rope, yeah.
Okay, great. So if I can succeed, then I at least can leash. Okay.
I will. Yeah, I'll give you. I'll make the check with advantage then, so you can roll a check twice and use either one.
Ooh. Okay. 2 5s. Success.
Success. Excellent. So that is a success. Your number goes up, I presume. Can we get a check in? How's everybody's numbers?
I'm at 3 now.
3, 6, 3,
Oh,
3.
God.
Okay. So next check that old what's your name? Josie. Next check that old Josie does could be a bit iffy. So with a success though, you manage to loop one of your friends in with your rope of always the right length, and then entice the other one into playing. Husky's very playful dogs, very energetic. He immediately sees the rope, rushes across to the other edge of it, and now you've got the Great Dane tied to the Husky.
I make it like a little harness on each end so that I can hold it in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse of the skipping
Like the
rope
reverse.
from earlier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have this stick in my mouth and just go like play.
You have to drop the stick to grab the rope, though. You gotta drop the stick to grab the rope. And then you drop the rope to grab the stick, and you're like, I'm saying that I want to play. And then you drop the stick.
Meanwhile, I'm like flicking the rope around.
Okay, we can definitely play, but first we have to go catch Bert or Brett.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So as you've managed to wrangle the dogs together, and as you manage to wrangle these two, you see an attractive young lady come out holding a chihuahua in hand and says, like, I don't know where you came from, sweetheart, but you shouldn't be inside. There's people who had... And she looks up and sees all of these other...
That's my dog!
all the other dog commotion outside. Who's letting all these dogs into the pitch? And as you're all united but still not achieved your goal yet, that's where we're going to go to a break. We're going to go to a bio break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time. Thank you for all this nonsense. Keep the donations coming in. There's a couple more things to do, like more giveaways with the merch and such, and then if we can get to 5,000, I'll write a sequel as well. So keep the donations coming in. It's good for a good cause, for Auckland Puppy Rescue, and we'll see you in 10 minutes. Bye for now. So welcome back to the charity stream. We're raising money for Auckland Puppy Rescue, a wonderful charity that rescues puppies, if you believe it or not, and they do so in Auckland. It's a pretty good name, I find. Pretty self-explanatory. So far, we have, from donations alone, we have raised $4,454 towards our $5,000 goal. And that does not include the merchandise from the merch store or any of the bits and subs that have been coming in today as well, which are all going towards the Auckland Puppy Rescue. Just to tug on your heartstrings and really show you what this money is actually going towards, let me go do a little bit of a breakdown for you. I've asked Auckland Puppy Rescue, like, what is your daily running costs? What sort of money, what do you actually put this money towards? So to give you an idea, they currently have a dog. He's one of these rotating images. He comes up every so often. He's called Hudson, beautiful boy. But because Auckland's market of adoptees is a little bit saturated at the moment, ever since lockdown a few years ago, a lot of irresponsible people said, yeah, I'm bored, let's get a dog. And then they went back to work after a little while and went, let's get rid of the dog. And so it's a real bad time for finding foster homes and people who are willing to adopt dogs these days. And so they're having to actually kennel some of the dogs that they would normally just give to a foster, and that costs them $30 every day, 30 New Zealand dollars a day, just to house Hudson. So for a $30 donation, you're helping them out with one day of kenneling. For $40, that's how much it costs them to microchip a new puppy. There's for about, what was it? I want to say $390 to desex a male dog, and about $400 and something to desex a female dog. And then there's like $90 for each of the vaccinations, and each puppy gets at least 3 vaccinations. So you can see how the money racks up. Nowhere in any of the breakdown of their daily costs did they ever say anything about their own like wages or anything, because the vast majority, if not all of Auckland Puppy Rescue, I don't know the exact details, but they are mostly volunteers. And they're doing this just because they're good people. Who doesn't want to rescue dogs? That should be, in a world of divided people and divided interests, the one thing that we should be able to agree on is rescuing dogs from bad situations and putting them with homes where they can... I mean, look at that cutie. Look at the little cuties. They're so cool. And so they are very good people. They helped me a lot when I was rehoming Harvey. And I really wanted to do something special for them. So if you saved anything on Black Friday sales yesterday, consider how much you saved. Think about whether you can afford $5, $10 and put it towards this cause. And you'll get one of us to back for $5. So, you even get something out of it. Thank you very much to everybody who has donated already.
We're very good at barking.
We're very good at barking, we are. And if the mics keep cutting out, we'll just get ourselves to record it and then put it on the line somewhere, because having us barking online is forevermore is probably not.
Yeah,
I'll make an Instagram story where it's just me barking.
Just you barking. Yeah. There you go.
I can't wait until there's audio of me barking long after I am dead.
After you're dead. Yeah, they'll live on forever. The digital cloud will always be around.
They can send it to space on one of those microchips.
So we've unlocked a hell of a lot of things at 4,400, but if we get another $550, give or take, the final goal that we're unlocking is that I will write a sequel to this. Maybe vampires. We're kind of coming towards settling on vampires. A one-shot where you're all vampires who vomit when you drink blood.
A better pun somehow comes along.
It will definitely be a pun, because I think that's how this one started. I'm pretty sure I just made up a pun of werewolves, but like we are wolves, and then it went from there.
I really want to play in vampires, mainly because I think the sound of gagging always makes me laugh.
And it'll be one of those like ongoing domino effect, because the sound of gagging could be one of the triggers that triggers you to vom.
The
sound of vomiting.
That stream is just going to be an emetophobia warning.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Time emetophobia, don't watch that stream.
All right, so if you want to see vampires or whatever it ends up being, make sure that we get to the $5,000 mark in the next hour. All right. So jumping back in to recap, we have 3 of you are currently in your dog form. We've got a Chihuahua who is being held by your crush, and the thing that triggers you is social anxiety. So going back is probably going to be tough. Then we've got the Husky. Whose trigger into being a dog is the full moon, and it is a full moon and you're outside, so triggering back might just immediately revert again. Who you can't move back until you get praise, who's a good girl. Then we've got Lila, who is a Great Dane, who can only turn back once she has eaten her fill. and she can't be around loud noises or she turns back again. And then finally we've got one person who's still in human form, Betsy, the sports star, who has a fairy wand, so maybe you can do something with magic, I don't know. You got a fairy wand, but no money.
I've been assuming that the fairy wand is like a toy. Are you telling me it's actually
it is a toy,
magic?
but maybe you can do some actual fairy, like
with
minor fairy
imagination.
stuff. Maybe you can do like prestidigitation or something. I don't know. Maybe you can do sleight of hand magic with the fairy wand.
The sports star learnt like close-up magic tricks.
Yeah.
Now that's
So
me as a kid.
that's the scene that we're
Magic
in.
is
There's a
also
lot of
sport.
people at this school that are angry about dogs being allowed in and let rampant, and the kid Betsy, who people were already suspicious about you not actually going to this school, has now claimed responsibility for all 3 of these dogs.
I just claimed that they're mine. They're my dogs.
They're my dogs. I'm not responsible for them.
were
They just belong to me.
stolen, and I am just now finding them here at this school. They were stolen by Bert. Anyone seen Bert?
Okay, give me a check to
you
see how believable this lie
endgaming.
is.
Hell yeah.
Playing
Give
your
me a check to see how
motivations
believable this
so
lie is.
hard.
If we ruin Bert's reputation enough, does he get kicked out of the school and have to
Maybe.
come back to our
Then maybe
public
he has to
school?
come
You can
back.
come back to school with us.
Was
Wow,
that a
we're
fail?
bad
That's a fail
friends.
face.
We
That's
are.
a fail. That's a fail face.
Yeah. It's a
So, as you're saying, look, somebody stole my dogs. I'm just here. I think it was Bert who stole. The energetic husky who is playing tug of war with the gigantic Great Dane over this rope that you are holding on to, pull it a little bit too hard, yank you off your feet, and down into some mud.
No!
And just as you're shouting, I think it's Bert. Has anybody seen Bert? You get covered in dirt.
Oh no.
Why are you trying to lie? I feel like it's been established my character is not good at lying.
Oh no.
Out comes the Rottweiler.
Oh no. I'm gonna pick up the stick and say, sorry.
And you see at this point that all 4 of you are dogs at this point, and having just shouted about Bert right before transforming, you then see Bert come out from behind the crowd of all of the rest of the musicians, and he goes, I'm Bert. What are you talking? Is that? Oh my goodness, is that you, Betsy? And you all see Bert, and you see what uniform he's wearing, but you're all colorblind because you're all dogs. So you still don't know what school he goes to because you can't tell whether it's blue, red, green, or brown and yellow.
Damn.
Amazing.
Can we like sniff him? For his scent or something?
See which school he smells like he goes to.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Sure.
So what in the time that it takes like the janitor and the Karen and everybody else that we've introduced to try and like usher you out of the school, get a dog catcher to come and get you, whatever it is, you are also going to try and determine which school he goes to by sniffing him and then sniffing other people from the schools that you know go to the different. Like you're trying to determine what the smell of each school smells like.
Maybe like some schools are near like the industrial district, and so they're next to
Everyone, they spend all this
something.
time at the same place. There's sort of an amalgam smell that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Fibers
So
of the
I will
uniform.
have each of you smell a different school.
Right.
We might as well go with the ones that you're.
I don't mean to cause us more trouble, but since we can't tell the colors apart.
Yeah. I think you're going with maybe like the style of the uniform because you were wearing the different uniform styles before, right? Each of you had your own
Am I
style.
still being held by the pretty girl?
Yes, we can say that she's put you down at her feet if you need.
I was gonna say, if I notice what uniform she was wearing, then I'm gonna smell that uniform.
Give
Smells like your pee.
You did pee on it.
You marked her.
Eat in the bag, to be fair.
You did pee in the bag. Someone, that's a very good question. Thank you, Fancy. Somebody has asked if the dog
failed.
powers and items will be part of the PDF. So maybe I can add that on as an extra if we say what's between now and 5,000. We'll go with, we're at 4,500-ish. So if we get to 4,700, I will add on as an added extra to the PDF the dog powers and the dog items, and I'll even come up with some extra things to add as extras too.
Hell yeah.
So
Sorry.
you got a what? Sorry, AJ?
I rolled a 4, so I failed.
There was a fail, so you do sneer. You do you do sniffer. She does smell. She does smell kind of like your pee. It's a bit overwhelming, but also you're outside. There's a lot more smells from outside. You're just unable to. You can kind of get a scent of what she is, but you also can't. With the failure, you can't fully remember what uniform she was wearing when you saw her because you were distracted by her pretty face and hair or whatever.
She smells pretty. She smells like my pee, but also pretty.
She smells pretty. So that is a failure for you. Let's go with Phoenix. Give me a smell check on who are you smelling?
Just someone running away. I'm gonna chase them.
You're gonna chase down a person who's running terrified.
I'm gonna chase down a terrified person.
Using your energetic trait.
I am. I am.
Okay, go for it.
Oh well, first one is a success. Oh, and the second one was a fail. So
okay, so you can use the success because you didn't need to roll again because you already succeeded.
Right.
So you succeeded with energetic. You managed to get up to them. You managed to get a good sniff at them. I'll say with that success, your success number changes as well. Remember?
Oh yes, yep.
With that success, you can tell this person who's running away doesn't smell human. We'll leave that there for a second. Ellen, who are you smelling?
I forgot that there's a secret about the
Yeah,
school.
there's a secret twist, remember? Yeah. I didn't forget. That's written down here.
Am I still near the bed? Look, I'm just gonna look for like a tiny child and just knock him over so I can get a good
easily find a
sniff.
tiny child because after all this yelling about dogs on the field, Billy has now caught up to where you guys got to and has come to this chased after the Rottweiler that ran this way.
Billy even come to school?
Nope. You just said a random child.
Billy,
you just said a random
goes to
child.
You menace.
Billy goes to your school, yeah. Billy just chased after the Rottweiler after he finally finished spinning, and he's just now catching up.
Sniff him anyway, I guess. Sniff him and see what's good.
Sure.
That is a failure.
That is a failure, probably because you're sniffing a guy who doesn't come to the school. So,
Yeah.
as you're sniffing him, your failure means your success number decreases at
he's
least.
small. Can I re-roll because I'm large?
Sure, I'll allow it. We'll put you can bowl him over.
Eat up this small child?
Hey,
you could eat your fill.
Oh yeah, does Billy have anything in his pockets?
What did you get? Critical success, did you say?
Pockets. Yeah. Sorry.
Critical success? Yes, he has things in his pockets. What would a Great Dane
What's he
like
got?
to eat? Scooby snacks.
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo's a Great Dane after all. Billy's got Scooby snacks in his pocket.
Full sub sandwich just in his shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Maggie sandwich. Yeah, and I fully scarf that down.
And he starts patting you. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? Patting you, and then you instantly just back into yourself with your tuba somehow. Just transformed into you with you. Okay, you've transformed back. Dael, Betsy, what are you doing? You're a Rottweiler.
Before we lose track of Bert, I want to sniff Bert. I want to get a good whiff of Bert so that we can cross-reference later.
Give me a check.
Idea.
That's a success.
All right, with a success, you get a good whiff of Bert. You get a good whiff of Bert, and with that success, you also get the impression that some of the other people around you, these other humans around you, they're not giving off human scent.
So Bert smells human, but they don't.
Bert does smell human. The other people around do not. Ellen, you've turned back into a human. What are you doing?
Where are my friends?
You look around to see where your friends are. You see a chihuahua over by the pretty lady trying to get a good whiff of them. You see the husky has run off halfway down the field after a running guy who's somehow very fast. But was not entered into the running race. And then you turn around and see that your Rottweiler friend is sniffing at Bert.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll go with Betsy and just be like, Bert, what school do you go to?
You just yell out to Bert, and he's like,
Bert!
Lila, what are you doing here? Why are you guys here? You're ruining everything, man. This is
I
not.
couldn't remember what school you went to.
He sort of steps out from the crowd, and you see that he is wearing a blue uniform.
Do
Say
I
good
see that?
odds.
Because I think as we established.
The one person who turns back into human we've established is also called.
Oh no!
Frick. Bert, what school are you from?
He goes, I got a St. Bernard. I got a St. Bernard's now.
Oh, how is it?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's no. Oh, we never named your school. What school do you guys go to?
Jacksonville.
Nice.
Jacksonville.
Public.
Okay.
Woof woof.
So he goes, I mean, it's no Jacksonville, but it's okay, I guess. I'm not really fitting in. They don't really have as much of a creative club.
Well, you didn't say that you had joined band.
Oh, I'm trying it out because it's like their only creative thing that they're doing now.
Why are you playing percussion? That's boring.
Dael, give me a D6 roll.
A instrument.
Dael, give me a D6 roll. Apropos of nothing.
That is a success.
It is not a success fail. Your success
it
number
was-
doesn't change. It wasn't a check. It was just a D6 straight.
Okay. 4. And I will not increase my die.
Cool.
I
You're
refuse.
I'm sniffing around all these non-humans now.
non-humans.
You're finding that
I get
although you did do a decent job of the javelin, you did sort of bail out on the running race, and you find that being around these people is just kind of it's like you're realizing that you're not so interested in sports as much as you were. You kind of get in this moment to realize that you're much more interested in pursuing comedy. You're now the funny kid. so we had a character reroll, and I got you, and we rerolled your type of kid, and we got funny kid.
I've discovered my true calling in life. The
Welcome
minute I
to the
can
team.
talk.
The minute you can talk again, grab that stick and start stand-up comedy. There's a Rottweiler.
So what is the deal?
What's the deal with pocket eggs?
Dog food these days, am I right?
So you've discovered that Bert goes to St. Bernard's. Well done. What is your goal from here? Because you're still getting attacked by Karens and janitors and God knows what.
Can I pick up the stick and run to Bert? The talking
Sure,
stick?
sure. You run back away from the guy that you're like, he doesn't smell human. This is weird. You run back over to where everybody else is. As you're grabbing the stick to run back over to Bert, you see that the lady with the bob cut, the Karen-looking woman, Helen, she rushes out and she says, "That's it! I've had enough of this. If we aren't able to get those dogs under control, then we'll have to just take them out." And then all of the parents of these schools, the reason they didn't like dogs here is not because they're allergic, but because they are allergic, but not as humans. They are allergic aliens. The twist here was that most of the people at the school you were trying to infiltrate are actually aliens, and they cannot handle dogs. And so her hair starts to split open. It's like Men in Black, some shit. They've got like tentacles out of their head. And they've got like antennas coming out of their eyes out of their armpits with eyeballs on them. And they're just like these weird tentacle-y things. Blah, blah, blah. And there's a whole bunch of them. And you see Bert. You see Bert who looks around the other people at school and is like, why did I have to move to this school? And that is what you're going to be dealing with now.
I'm going to yell at Bert with the stick in my mouth, "Bert, behind me!" And I'm going to roll over in a way that when I pee, the stream will hit them.
So you're going to pee a stream of acid at the nearest... Is it like a barrier? Like you're trying to just make a trench between you? Or are you going for one particular one?
I'm going to big dick it, stand back, make a splash everywhere.
All right.
Yeah, nice.
Now you're not a Great Dane, which you could have used size category large for the benefit.
I'm energetic though.
That is true. You are energetic, just energetically whizzing, just doing windmill with it. Okay, I'll allow
what I piss, but how I piss.
I will allow your energetic tag to give you two rolls on this. So let's give me an acidic piss windmill check.
All right.
Which I think is the first time I've said that.
Can you give me a piss check, please?
Yeah.
First one was a fail. Oh no, second one was also a fail.
How do you think spraying acidic piss everywhere without discrimination might fail in this moment?
peacefully and go in one spot. Not
peacefully,
anyone.
peacefully without hitting you and burning you yourself with... Peacefully, nice. No, I don't think it does that. I think it splashes onto Bert and he gets acidic dog piss in the face. He's not happy about that.
Oh, please. Anyone have basic piss? We can balance it out.
Balance the pH.
So while you're acidic peeing and failing, the aliens are starting to encroach on you. You'll also see that one of the people on site has not changed. Let's go with, you know what? Let's make it the janitor. I think the janitor with the biggest mustache goes, "Well, listen, I don't want. I can't bloody talk with this. Well, I suppose everybody's revealing their true forms now." And he changes in the same way that you guys do. In fact, what's his trigger? Let's see. We'll go with something akin to. But for the, tell you what he does. He gets out a. No, I won't go with that because that's not PG-13. He gets out a carrot. He gets out a carrot and eats the carrot. And the way that he eats it, it just snaps as if he's not chewing it, but it just breaks off as if he's got a beak almost. And then immediately his back hardens and he turns into a were-turtle, which is another NPC that was redeemed. A were-turtle Sheldon. And he goes, I may not be very fast in this form, but at least I can talk. At least I can talk without that goddamn mustache. we need to get you guys out of here. Now you've got one ally in a were-turtle. You've got one ally in a bunny rabbit called Bun Bun. And then you have a bunch of enemies in aliens, and you've got acid on your other ally, Bert. What are you doing to get out of this situation?
Also, where's
Is I
Brett?
crushed? Also
Brett
an
Still
alien?
inside and probably coming out to find out what the commotion is.
And the crush is
What
an alien?
Yeah, what about the teenage girl?
I don't
crush?
think so, because I think I said all of the parents of the different schools were aliens.
did.
So I think the kids are not. So she is equally frightened of anything and can potentially be an ally as well.
Betsy dog, do you still have your first aid kit? If we turn you back, will you still... Wait, how do you turn back? Is it by eating your fill?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
You also still
it
have
is.
a Chihuahua friend who can turn back with chin scritches.
Running in circles around, but I'm in protective mode. I'm like, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I
nice.
get anyone who gets too close.
We've got
Jojo,
3
would it be
people
good
still
for
as
you
dogs.
to be a human now?
Yeah, I'm still a dog.
Still a dog.
And mine's praise. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Your
But,
crush
but
sort
there's
of,
a full moon out, so.
with all of the
Yeah.
I bark up the courage to be cute to the crush.
Okay.
That she'll give me
the crush has been
scritches.
freaking out with all of the aliens and stuff and has placed you down on the ground to be like, what the hell is going on? So you're trying to look up at her. What makes this particular problem a little bit worse is that another thing that was redeemed is an identical dog that is actually just a dog to one of the people that's on here. So at this moment, somebody who has actually genuinely snuck a Chihuahua into Sports Day in their handbag, the Chihuahua has gotten loose now and has started wandering out and just like walks out and sits exactly next to you, making all of the rest of you have to not quite know which one do we shoot. It's like, where did you get the gun? Why do we have to shoot either of them? I've seen movies before.
It's just one of those like Nerf disc guns. Like one of those dog toy ones. Yeah.
So there are two identical Chihuahuas, one of which is your friend. The crush is starting to. We didn't name her, did we? Because I suppose you didn't meet her, so you didn't get her name. She's freaking out, but she also is protective of dogs and things. She's a lovely lady who wants to like make sure the dogs don't get eaten by aliens. So she
The
looks down
kind
to
that would
give
donate.
You... Exactly. Only the kindest people rescue dogs. AJ, give me a check to see if you are able to get chin scritches from her in this otherwise very stressful moment. Did you mute or did the mic cut out?
It might have cut out. I rolled a 6, which is my success number.
Because you were on a 6, yeah? So that's a critical
Yes, I
success.
was on a 6.
A critical success.
Nice.
All right. Literally the only number you could have done to succeed.
I
You
know.
succeed in this moment with a critical success. You manage to get both of the Chihuahuas start to look up, and she goes, "Well, not the weirdest thing that's happened. A duplicating dog. I'll deal with this later." And she lifts both of you up again and goes like, "Oh, this I suppose double the cuteness." And she gives one of them a chin scritch. and then she gives the other one a chin scritch, and then the second one she chin scritches, turns back in her arms into a human child, falls onto the ground. We've got 2 of you back into human at the very least.
Josie, do you still have pocket bacon or no?
Yes, I do.
Quick, give it to Betsy!
I throw you the pocket bacon because I'm still looking up at my crush.
And thankfully, the smell of bacon is no longer the trigger for anyone, so that's not an issue. So the pocket bacon goes throwing your way. AJ, you throw in pocket bacon to somebody? I need a check from you, please.
Oh no.
Your success number is 6.
I'm gonna go well.
Oh no!
I rolled a 5.
That is a failure. Your success number drops to a 5, but the bacon does land in front of you, Betsy. But now you're going to need to, because it wasn't a great success, you're going to also now need to make a check to get it. And if you fail, an alien's going to get it before you, and then the bacon's gone.
These aliens are evil.
Even aliens.
My bacon?
Even aliens like bacon.
Yikes.
They hate dogs, but they love bacon.
Exactly.
That is a success.
Do I still have that stick in my mouth?
Nice. You do have this stick in your mouth. Yes.
I'm gonna say the bone.
You do have a bone. Just shouts the bone. You manage to grab the bacon just as you do so. Chomp, chomp, chomp. You manage to eat enough bacon that it turns you back into human. We've got 3 of you back to human and 1 that can talk. Who shouts about the bone. We've got to $4,604 raised, by the way.
Yeah.
If we get another $96, I will add the what did I say, the dog toys and the dog powers. I'll add those to the extras that you can download for the game as well.
I run over to my friends and I scoop up. Well, I can't really lift a husky, can I?
You could attempt to with a check.
No, I was gonna say I'm sporty. I could lift a husky, and then I realized I'm not sporty anymore.
Oh no,
The dog has changed me.
You can lift me up with laughs.
You can lift my spirits.
Do you still have the rope?
I do still have the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I just yell out, "Grab the rope!" And then I run towards you guys, so that I can hopefully grab onto all my friends or the rope and teleport all of us.
Okay. As you're running to the rope, you're reaching out. You're going to try and grab the rope. This is going to be a group check, I think. And as you are getting to the rope, your crush shouts, "Wait! I never got your name!"
I grab the rope.
He's too anxious.
Your social anxiety turns you back into a dog again. All right. We won't lean into that just yet. We might if this is a failed check. So each of you needs to roll. I need more successes than failures. That is 1 failure.
Oh, success.
That is 1 success, and 1 failure. So there is 2 failures and 2 successes.
Correct.
All right. This is gonna be a 50-50 chance then.
Oh
None of those. Neither of those were critical successes, were they?
No.
All right. So this does change your respective success-fail numbers as per usual. So let's go with odds or evens. So do you want the odds to be the odds you succeed or evens you succeed?
Evens.
Odds.
Okay. Do you want evens to be evens? Do we want evens to be Ellen? We'll go with odds is you succeed, evens you don't. That is odds. That is a 1. So, with a number 1, you managed to get to the rope. All 3 of you managed to grab onto the rope just as you activate the bone. She shouts, "What's your name?" And then you, too socially anxious. Yeah, including Bert. He manages to get out of there as well.
He left his evil
not
twin.
Brett though.
Sorry.
Not
Yeah.
Brett.
Brett.
Brett's
Really fuck Brett.
Nobody ever liked Brett.
He plays percussion. It's boring. Or maybe, I don't know.
As you grab a hold of the rope, you activate the teleporting property of the bone. The janitor who turned into a were turtle just to tell you that you needed to leave, just because I needed to somehow fit a were turtle in there. He's like, "Okay, good, you're out of there now. I'll handle these aliens. Everybody knows that aliens can't handle turtles."
Yeah.
You teleport back to the, and you're not completely out of there. You teleported back onto school grounds. You're just by the back entrance to the school now. So you've gained yourself a couple 100 meters.
But that's why we left the scooters.
Where to from here?
Yeah. Oh.
But Betsy, do you still have your first aid kit? because
always.
pH level. So I think we should help Bird's burned face.
Oh my god, I forgot that he had a burned face.
How could you
Why does it burn?
Look at
So much gauze, so much antiseptic ointment.
Give me
We're
a
gonna
check.
end up at the hospital. We're gonna.
We need to go to the hospital.
Be in the hospital when our parents come looking for us.
Give me a check to see if you can gauze up his face well.
Oh gosh. Are you rolling or me?
You roll for a success or failure against your medicine check with your first aid.
Very bad.
Is it real bad? Very, very bad?
It's bad?
Well, your success number drops, so it's slightly more likely you're going to succeed next time.
I'm in a
So in this
place when my success number is a 2. That's my happiest place.
That's your happy place. You try gauzing up his face. You are very well aware that you are under still time pressure of aliens coming after you, and so you try your best to just gauze him up. And what ends up happening is you just blind him. You just you just wrap until he's just got mummified face essentially. And Bert is. I mean, the acid pee's not going to spread anywhere, but he's now blinded as well, and you're going to have to just he's going to be more of a nuisance than anything else. So that's what you're doing. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
I feel like I'm mainly panicking about the burn thing.
I think I'm gonna call my parents. I know that's not the most rebellious thing in the world to do, but I feel like they're aliens, and also I really didn't succeed with my crush, and I don't even know her name, and I'm gonna cry on the phone to my mom.
Okay, cool. I think this leans into social anxiety rather than trying to try and pat it down. Yep. So I think it's not going to trigger your dog form, but it's also you're not leaning into rebellious either. So I'm going to say roll twice and take the worst of the two numbers. It's disadvantage.
Okay. A 1 and a 2, both of them failures.
Both of them failures. So failure, your success number changes. In this moment,
forget my mom's phone number.
Yeah, in this moment, you're just freaking out too much.
So
you're crying.
You call one of our moms?
You call. You text and say, "Can you call me?" Because she has minutes and you don't. Can you call me? And then she responds with, "New phone. Who dis?"
Ooh.
That's right. Call back.
Is the moon still out?
The moon is out, but there is clouds. There is cloud coverage. So if you are trying to turn back, we can roll to see if it succeeds. If it succeeds, I guess the clouds are covering the moon.
Because I'm the only dog.
Oh, you're the only dog. Oh, yeah. Damn. You did so good. What did you compete in again?
We need
tennis.
We
tennis.
need an
and
umbrella or a hat or something so that you won't see the moon.
Oh, I could just close my eyes.
So resilient when they stole
we'll
your
have
tennis
two blind
ball.
People. Okay.
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 Is
so Ellen,
that praise enough for me to roll?
Let's find out. Ellen, see if you've done a good enough job. Give me a roll.
Oh god, that's a critical success.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
find just the thing to tap into.
Is when we really truly realize who we are, and you are an amazing person / dog.
Nice. As they praise you well enough, you turn back into yourself.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, no roll required because she got a critical success, so it negates your need to roll. We've got redeem for more backs. Ellen, that's you and me. Ellen, you and me.
Yeah.
Are we doing a simultaneous howl? Like a dog howl?
Yeah.
Like a wolf thing?
All right. I'll go high.
Okay. There you go. Hopefully we got all of your dogs. Hopefully we got all your dogs
You
at home.
finished each other's howls.
Yeah, cut out in a way.
Not our first time.
Cut out, and then the other person took over.
We're in
If
sync
you know what
now.
I mean.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, so we're getting some backs. We've got $4,614. Nice. Okay. So you turn your friend back into a human. We've got all four of you back in humans. You're gonna have to be aware of the moon, social anxiety, getting dirty, and loud noises. You're still running away from aliens. Aliens are starting to come around the side of the school now, realizing where you've gone.
Oh frick!
I'm gonna heal you out of here, right?
Start
Heal you
shooting
out.
away.
Closed.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna open my eyes.
We've got Bert who's all bandaged up.
You take Bert.
We've got somebody who's voluntarily closing eyes. You've got Heelys. You've got a rope that's always the length it needs to be, so you can use that now instead of the skipping rope and try and do the Heely escape thing. Okay. Simultaneously, your phone goes off, Lila, saying, "Excuse me, miss. We need to talk." And it seems like they're starting to run out of the patience they had for your
If only
lies.
they gave you a smartphone, you would be able to send them a photo of Bert right now.
This was
I say, new phone, who dis?
See if you can buy yourself a few minutes at most. Okay.
It'd be easier if one of us was a big dog and we could just run to the hospital.
Maybe.
Who's Zoomies again?
Oh God, Zoomies.
Who has the Zoomies?
Get some ointment out of the thing, and I just
Give me a.
It's happening to me.
Give me a check. You need to succeed in order to change because you're trying to change.
Okay, that's a success.
Then it's a success. You succeed on changing, so you get this ointment out of the ointment that you should have put on Bert before bandaging him up. You now realise, but you were too panicked in the moment to think. You just like dirty your face up, back into Rottweiler again. You grab the rope, and with the Zoomies, whoosh, you set off running. Everybody's chasing along. Everybody's being dragged along. The aliens are too slow to keep up with you. Let's see if you can get there without any issues. Let's get a group check from you all. I need more successes than failures to see if you can make it all the way to the hospital.
Oh man.
Oh.
Success, failure, success. Success, there we are. We have more successes than failures. So adjust accordingly to your success number and you continue on. You manage to make it all the way back to the hospital. We've got one more back come in, and that is also for me. I'm going for a small yappy one this time.
Silence.
Small yappy. This
I hear it.
not like small yappy.
Oh, there you go.
Gotta give it gotta give the mic like a little run up, I think.
Lead
And then it knows it's me.
Sounds like my neighbour dog.
Fuck. I'm not envious.
Anytime they hang out.
Every time you're trying to record a new video. Yeah. Every single time I sit down to record Robert Reed's, I'm like, okay, let's do some audio book or something. Okay, I'm ready. I'm got on my microphone. Everything's ready. Cool, I'm ready. And then the neighbors are fucking hedge trimming and shit. It's like they wait. They've got a roster on their wall. It's like the neighborhood. It's like a neighborhood. It's like a homeowners association or a neighborhood watch, but it's just my streaming schedule, and they take it in turns to be like, who needs to fuck with him this time?
Who's doing it now?
So that is a group success. You managed to make it all the way to the hospital. Hospital has a big sign on it that says "No dogs admitted, no dogs allowed."
I'm gonna guard the door anyway. I'm guarding it from aliens.
You're gonna guard the door from the aliens. You're gonna stay outside as a protective nature. You head inside, where you find on your way in both Lila and who else? It was Garappa, wasn't it? Garappa, you also lied about being at the hospital.
I did, yes.
Yeah, so you and Lila, you both see as you're arriving at the hospital and running inside, you recognise your parents' cars in the car park because they have come to the hospital, understandably, because you told your parents you were at the hospital, and they freaked out and decided to go and check up on you, and that's how they know you're not actually at the hospital. So you rush into the hospital with a guy in bandages, so that helps your story. What do you do?
How contagious diphtheria is.
And how much it affects the eyes. It's bandaged up Bert.
It can have a comorbidity with burns.
I have slime if we want to like pretend it's like snotty or something, like we're also sick.
You do have slime.
We came to be helpful and we're sick.
Sliming up the snot. Okay, yeah, give me a roll, see if this works. You can roll with advantage because of the slime situation.
It's a great time to say I don't know what diphtheria is.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
I don't know. Diphtheria, it's like, is it a stomach illness situation? Is it like a, or am I thinking of dysentery?
It's a bacterial infection.
Like pneumonia style, like it affects the
skin.
Lungs.
I got critical success. Can the slime be like, snot coloured or bacteria infection coloured?
With a critical success, it's whatever you need it to be for this particular moment. Do you just slap it on all of your friends?
I'm gonna both of us.
I'm gonna go over to the vending machine immediately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my pocket money because I get a decent amount of weekly pocket money with my rich parents. We've talked about this. And I'm just gonna feed as many like paper bills into the machine and just keep I don't care what buttons I'm pressing. I'm smashing food for Betsy to have to be able to churn back out of
okay,
the.
give me a check, please.
So many hospital sandwiches.
That is a success.
That is a success, cool. Because otherwise the machine would have jammed. You would have got one thing that goes bzzz, and it would have gone against the window. But no, success means you managed to get a whole bunch of stuff out of.
As a rebel, I might have smashed the glass, but luckily I don't have to do that because yeah.
So you get your food out of the vending machine so that you can turn Betsy back when you need to. Meanwhile, Garappa and Lila both get snot all over the face, and Bert is selling the story of being blinded. Obviously, you've just run into a hospital foyer, essentially, like an accident and emergency situation, and so nurses are starting to come over to be like, "What the hell's going on?" and start to tend to you. Or, let's be honest, in an underfunded nursing society, they just tell you to just sit down. If you're not dying, we'll be with you in 4 hours.
But we are dying. We have diphtheria.
Diphtheria.
All right, with a critical success from the snot slime, I'll carry that over to like a decent chance of talking your parents down from their very angry, but also just based in worry kind of state. One last check from you then, I think, Lila, because you weren't the one with the slime, so you need to be the one talking your way out of it, I think.
Oh man. And there's nothing I can really use for this. It's just gonna be a straight roll.
What's your success number?
It's a 5, and don't worry, I just rolled a 1.
Sweet. Great failure. So
I'm gonna be
your
so
success
grounded.
number is now 4. Yeah, you get in there, you
already
talk it
so
up a
grounded.
bit. They go, "Are you okay?" Like you can see the concern on their face, immediately overtakes the anger for you. Once they think "Holy shit, something's going on here," they look over, "Are you okay?" And then they just immediately go, "Is this silly putty? Is this what are you doing? You are so grounded, miss. And where is your tuba?" And that is the cutoff point that we are going to go to black on this particular episode. as you manage to at least get Bert into a place where the authorities can look after him, you guys are essentially safe from the aliens for now. You're essentially safe from the hospital, from the aliens for now, and given that you have just basically shown your parents between the group that you are liars, for want of a better word. Any story that you try and tell them about having seen a school full of...
Betsy, who wasn't even there.
Betsy was never there. Runs off. Any story you give about the aliens is probably going to be met with high skepticism at the very least. That is where we end the story for today, having left the tuber at the school, but managed to secure your friend Bert. Thank you very much for joining us. We did at the last second reach 4,700, which is the amount that I said that I would write up the dog toys and the dog powers as separate supplementals to the PDF. So thank you very much for that. We did not quite reach the 5,000, which is good news for me because I do not have to make the extra work of making an extra TTRPG. Double the amount of work that I just did for
We don't get vampires.
You don't get vampires unless as we wrap up, unless somebody donates $216.
You just got another 80.
$216 needed to get to the 5,000. Even if we don't make the 5,000, hey, if we don't make it, no worries. This is still tremendous, and this is just from donations alone, straight to my fundraising for puppies page on Give a Little. This is not taking into account the amount of PDFs that we sold, which I think from Fancy that was over 50 copies of the Werewolves PDF was sold. So I'm really personally quite proud that there's going to be 50 gaming groups out there playing this stupid game that I made up. We also got between that and the stickers and the mug and the t-shirt that are all on my merch store as well. If you haven't checked out the merch store, there is the Werewolves design, which, by the way, is based on me and my dog Harvey. These little cuties below me here, look. Yes, I included me in the cutie. Fancy took photos of me and photos of Harvey and sent them to the artist on Fiverr and said, "Can you make it look kind of like this guy's turning into this one?" And it was it's very cute. So if you want to see that merch, you want to have it on a mug or a t-shirt or anything like that, then please go and check out the merch store. All the proceeds from any of the werewolves merch goes straight to the fundraiser as well. We've raised over 900 New Zealand dollars just from that, and then all of the bits and subs that have come in today are also going to it.
You got to refresh.
And with $5,006, somebody donated the amount needed. You fuckers.
Yeah.
So here comes vampires at some point.
Here we go.
I guess here comes vampires.
We
did it.
And you made vampires a reality.
And in the last, in the last moment, I also, by the way, at one point, it never ended up coming up because somebody donated another one of the story reroll things. I rolled a d5 first to see which of us it's going to change something about. I got myself, so I was like, oh, it's going to change something about the plot. And then I rolled to see which one it's going to change, and it was the location. And then I re-rolled and I got school again. I was like, okay, you're still infiltrating a school, which is I think after
a different school than you
that's the sequel. Yeah, I think that was after I'd already decided to smash 4 schools together anyway, so that was quite appropriate. And then finally we got 2 more backs and a group howl. So let's just do 2 group howls and then that'll be us. 3, 2, 1. Very good, very good. And then more of it. That was like a wolf howl. Let's go for like angry dogs all in the neighborhood. All the dogs are setting each other off now.
Oh.
There you go.
No reaction from Bowser, I'd just like to say.
Oh, nice. Bowser's like, don't give a shit.
He's like, I could take him.
Don't give a shit. I can take it.
Yeah, really.
He's like, you fed me treats already. I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Thank you, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of the incredible support and donation for this fundraiser. I wish you all the best with running this yourself at home. I hope it's every bit as silly as either one of the games has been today. I hope if you have had a chance to watch both streams or any of both streams, you can probably see how clearly different each game can be just from what you end up rolling at the very beginning and what sort of players you play with. So it's very replayable. Make sure to give it a chance. Before we wrap up then, let's go down the line. Just tell people who you are, where people can find you. Let's roll it to not particularly trigger anyone's social anxiety. AJ, let's start with you.
Luckily, I don't suffer from that. Yeah. Maybe. Hi, I'm AJ Winters. You can find me at Winter's Tales all over the internets. Or next week at PAX Unplugged over in Philly, in the US.
Nice. Very good. Who is next? Let's go with... That's Dael.
Okay, I need everyone to look at me. Don't look at Rob. Don't look at Rob. Look at me. Look at me and only me. Don't look at his face. You can find me online by typing Dael Kingsmill into Google. Okay? Look in my eyes. You type the name Dael Kingsmill into Google, and then whatever platform you're looking for, and I'm there.
Oh, so you have to type your name and the platform you're looking for? Why don't they just type your name into the platform that they look like? If you're on Instagram, why don't they just type Dael Kingsmill there?
We don't need to deal with him.
Is it because you have a different handle on every single platform that there is?
Not every single platform. 2 of them are the same. Which ones?
Which ones? Find out.
Find out.
Go on a hunt.
You're like, which ones? I forgot.
Dael Daily Dael, Monarch's Factory. You're gonna find one of them. The Monarch's Factory, Monarch's Factory 2, Monarch's Factory with an underscore, Daily Dael Daily. Your daily dose of Dael.
Factory, but with 0 instead of the O.
All right, next up, that's gonna be Phoenix. Where are we gonna find you?
So you can find me. I also stream pretty regularly. I'm the Phoenix Cross on Twitch. I've also been in a couple of things with Viva, and that's how I met Rob. So you can go to Viva if you want to support there. But also me and my friends are starting our own like D&D board game thing called One Hit Wonders, which is under me on either one of these sides.
It's right there.
Yeah.
One as in like we won D&D, WON.
Yeah.
One hit one.
One as in WON, like we won. Yeah.
Very good. So when are we looking to actually start that?
Actually, this month is when we're going to start releasing all the...
There you go then. So, so people can... have you got the channel name and everything up already? Like, people can go and subscribe and follow and everything so that they can be notified when the first stuff goes up. There you go. Go follow One Hit Wonders and then go over to Viva La Dirt League D&D and particularly the Tales of the Misfits campaign in which Phoenix is a player. Episode 40 came out this week and everybody's raving about how good it is. Like, it's a very emotional scene.
Backstory.
People are very pleased with you and I and the scene that we had there. But I won't spoil anything. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's a very good actual play, and it's only half-hour content, so it's nice and bingeable. And then that leaves Ellen. Where can we find you?
What's up? Speaking of keeping it interesting, I'm either Ellen K. Graham 1, Ellie Bean 96, or Ellie Bean the Dice Queen.
What? That's a new one. Where is that one?
That one's on Twitch.
Is that Twitch? Ellie Bean the Dice Queen.
On the semi-occasional times that I actually stream.
Yeah, I didn't even know you had a Twitch.
You don't ever change.
Yeah. Well, speaking of streaming, I and other names I go by. I'm also a drag king called Fuckboy George, and he's got a fringe show coming up called Fuckboy George's Guide to Feminism. And I will need to be running a fundraiser for it so that I can pay. All my other artists will be paid, but I would like to not be in the red financially. So stay tuned on Ellie Bean the Dice Queen for that. And then for TTRPG stuff, you can follow me at Roll2Cast and all of the wonderful things that we do. We're a variety TTRPG podcast, so each season is a different game system, so completely new stories, very bingeable because it's usually half-hour to 40-minute kind of episodes with full scores. You can listen to the soundtracks after; they're dope. And this little fellow who is very heavy is Bowser.
Hey,
and he doesn't do anything or contribute anything except for more stress in my life. But this little boy used to live on the streets, and now he has a Gorman collar.
Technically,
on my pillows.
He doesn't normally earn his keep, but today he did get several donations to treats, so he did earn Auckland Puppy Rescue a bit of money today. Yeah. So he did.
Truly.
Still didn't earn his keep for you, though. Didn't give you any finances.
Yeah. But you know what? He's giving money to someone somewhere, and that's enough. There should be.
There should be a service kind of like OnlyFans, but just for pets,
just dogs.
just really cute pictures of pets and stuff. So you can just be like, here, give me some money, and I'll film him doing some cool tricks, or I'll.
He doesn't know it's exploitative. He doesn't know anything.
Then they'd pay for themselves. They're expensive, and they don't contribute to the household.
He is putting his full weight of his head in my hand. I feel like if I took it away, he would just fall.
What a
all right. Well, if you have joined this stream from anywhere that's not my usual fandom, if you are part of any of these fine folks' fandoms and you've come over and this is the first you're seeing of me, or maybe you're here from Auckland Puppy Rescue's promotion of the stream, or maybe you're here from Viva La Dirt League, maybe they promoted it, whatever. If you don't know who I am Robert Hartley GM. You can see it beneath me of how to spell it, RobertHartley, with a GM at the end for Guide Mutt today, but usually Games Master. I do TTRPG content for a living. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's Robert Hartley GM. If you want to find me on Twitch, it's Robert Hartley GM. If you want to email me, it's Robert Hartley GM. If you want to find my website, it's Robert Hartley GM. If you want me on YouTube, it's Robert Hartley GM. You want me on Blue Sky or Twitter or Mastodon or what are the other services?
Cameo,
every single one of them.
OnlyFans.
Literally OnlyFans. I've got an OnlyFans, Robert Hartley GM.
The same name on every single platform. You can find me at Robert Hartley GM on every single platform.
Just not your podcast link, apparently.
My podcast is Robert Hartley.
Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Oh, the tea.
Robert Hartley cancelled. having one thing that is slightly different.
I can't believe you would do this.
I can't believe you do this. So please follow me. Feel free to follow me on all of the things. I make content for a living, and it's a lot of fun. Or go check out Viva La Dirt League as well, where I do a lot of actual play with them. Shall we raid into somebody who's online for a raid? Does any of you guys have a suggestion? I like to give it to my guests when given the choice. If you know it'd be on Twitch that we should raid into.
I see that Promethean and Hexes and Vexes are streaming, but they're not streaming TTRPG content, so I don't know how.
Baldur's Gate stuff. Is there like a category on Twitch for like dogs?
Oh, they should be.
Is it like a puppies, like animals?
Puppy stream.
Animals, aquariums, and zoos. That's a category.
Wow.
Let's find a puppy
Who
stream.
discovered this first? And I'm angry it wasn't me. Because if I could just leave my camera on and just have people watching Bouncer all day and have the money roll in.
You could probably do that.
Is there a puppy
No, he
streamer?
wouldn't stay in the same spot. And also, I think it would be kind of depressing because if I'm not at home, it would be essentially this.
I want you to know that I just searched Twitch for puppy, and I was the first result. It's like Robert Hartley GM's doing something with puppies at the moment.
My first result is ducklings on Duckville, USA, and I don't know why that came up for puppies, but
Duckville, USA, sign me up.
Duckville, USA.
Yeah. All right. What's the? Shall we go raid some ducklings?
There's a puppies _ 24-hour stream.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Puppies _ 24-hour. Let's raid into that. Puppies.
I don't know if that's good.
Let's go find out. Before I raid it, let's go see. We've got a Cavalier puppy live stream. Oh, are they so cute? What? Yeah. Okay, we're raiding this one. They have one viewer.
Oh, puppy.
Let's go see some puppies, everybody. Raid. Puppies _
It's also because their category that they put on for that stream is pools, hot tubs, and beaches, which is not what they're streaming.
Never put your dog in a hot tub. This isn't funny. I'm saying this for serious, guys. Never feed your dogs raisins or grapes, and never put them in a hot tub.
Also,
Guys,
don't treat an acid burn by wrapping it in gauze.
Yeah.
Don't.
Basically, anything you saw in today's stream, don't do that.
Just don't pee on your friends' faces.
Unless...
Was that you, TO2? T002 says, thank you, and sorry I didn't know that would push you over the sequel. Don't lie to my face. You knew exactly what you were doing.
You did good work.
Thank you so much. You did amazing. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, everybody.
See you next time.
Thank you for your generosity. Enjoy your Christmas season. I will see you tomorrow morning for a BTS stream in 10 hours from me. Less than 10 hours. I'll see you back for another stream. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.
Bye.
We had fun here today. But you know what else is fun? Liking and subscribing. Thanks.